Okay, we're live.
Oh no.
Here we are.
Oh, we just went right to it?
Yeah, why wouldn't we? We have been on Stream Start for a minute.
Oh, okay.
For like 3 of them.
That's how we catch them by surprise. We startle them.
Catch
Never
them by
seen it.
surprise. You're like, boo, bitches, here we are. Like, boo, bitches, here we are. Oh, I hear myself
That's
somewhere.
an echo.
Oh my.
Hey.
Yeah.
I, for
that?
one,
No,
love
that
when
wasn't
I'm
an echo.
personal.
It was a ghost.
It was a
There are two
ghost.
Chucks?
Oh my.
Oh,
God.
1 chuck for each hand.
Wonderful. Double the chuck, double your pleasure.
I went to moderator view and it decided it didn't want to be muted.
Uh-huh. Hi, everyone. We're the Defenders of Kobold, and Jeremy's going to run us through a game.
Yeah.
And at the end of the game, we're gonna tell all of you. Each of us is gonna tell you what our favorite curse words are, except for
Ooh.
Dan's, because
Check out.
Dan's is.
Find out Dan's favorite curse word. You'll have to purchase issue 2 of Dan Dies in the End.
Oh, that's a better
That's a
segue.
great idea.
That is a better segue. I was just gonna say it because Dan's shit was racist as fuck, but
well,
I love that Jeremy laugh. That Jeremy laugh is my favorite Jeremy laugh.
The full belly diaphragm Jeremy laugh.
we're
Just
just
the
saying
thought
if
of
you're
Dan
Italian,
being-
you might not want to purchase the new Dan
I
Dies.
love it.
Oh.
But what they didn't tell you is that it's actually racist, R-A-Y, and it's that Dan hates me.
Oh, that tracks.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
The other way I
I
didn't
can
see it, but that I
Racist.
get. Okay,
Yeah,
now
for sure.
Both of these
Whew. I was worried for a
what a
second.
recovery.
Wait a minute. He says Dan hates his friend, and then you're like, yeah, I can see that.
No, it's weird because like friending is right in the last name. It's right in the surname. So
Yeah.
it's, you really have to try to mess it up. You really have to.
Or is it
Oh,
I
man.
hate myself because Ray's in my middle name?
Oh,
God.
self-hating.
Wow.
Man.
Some
It's a
deep
deep
shit.
cut.
That's a
That's a
spoiler
good-
for issue 3 right there.
That's a good reason to feel
Dan
that
fights
way.
the fuck out of himself. Issue
my
3.
God.
This is why Ray kills Dan over and over again in the zine.
Delightful.
Save us,
Wow.
Jeremy.
Preservation.
Okay, so yeah, tonight we're going to be playing a little bit more spectaculars. We all work together to build an incredibly ridiculous setting for our heroes. We are in the town of Howleywood, where monsters are being summoned from an alternate dimension by evil movie studio executives to do horrible movie studio things against their will. Some of them maybe come to enjoy it, but these plucky heroes do their best to solve the madness that goes on in this town. And yeah, let's maybe take a second. Let everybody kind of describe their hero's shtick, maybe plug their pluggables. We'll start first off with the beautiful man in the top left here, Dr. Karloff, or Jake, as some of us may know him.
Well, I am Jake, and I will be portraying a fellow by the name of Boris Raines Jr., a.k.a. Dr. Karloff. He is a movie star. Well, yeah, he's a movie star, the son of a movie star, and a denizen of the other world who has been forced to serve the evil talent agency that controls the movie industry in Hollywood.
Cool. What's probably your favorite power your dudes messes around with?
The power of, well, I don't know. Darkness and teleportation combined make for a very interesting effect.
That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Who's next here? Oh, of course, our golden boy, Dan. Please tell us about yourself, Dan.
It's just pretend. It's fool's gold at best. I'm
What?
playing the knockoff hero who more or less swaps his powers out often and attempts to just kind of imitate other well-known heroes, but doesn't really have anything of their own.
I kind of love that knockoff would be pyrite, would be fool's gold.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh,
So
you should
right now I
change your
have
name.
illusions and portals, and I'm naturally good at fighting with my hands, which is actually my only offensive skill.
Didn't you get vagabond again
I did.
in this game?
Yes.
You were just meant to be a vagabond, and I love that.
Your destiny.
It sticks with me. But
It's
I
only a
have
matter of
a
time.
brawl with someone, 80% chance. So I got a fighting chance even without any powers.
I mean, that's basically a superpower. Being good at scrapping is basically a superpower. So that's wonderful. Oh, and look at this. One of my favorite people, Jen. Jen, what have you got in store for us?
I get to be a favorite person. I accept this award on behalf of the Academy.
my.
I'm playing Surgeon Spectre, who is a raccoon necromancer with a PhD. Because really, if you're a necromancer and you don't have a PhD, do you really even know what you're doing? And I only raise animals that have had rabies. I lost my rabies table, so I have to remake it. So every time I raise an animal, I have to roll to see what animal I raised. Raised a toilet ferret last time. That was
So
one of my-
special.
Something.
It's up there with like getting a puppy in that one campaign, and nowhere near Jeremy's character eating puppies in that one campaign. Yeah, and that's kind of it. That's
It's
Surgeon
wonderful.
Spectre.
Oh, and then look at this. Look at this beautiful man down here.
So
And-
coincidentally, I'm playing a cat,
Yeah,
and
it's true.
my cat summons a giant bat familiar. While I can't offer a bat to the stream tonight, Pigs is moonlighting as the spirit animal of my cat. And essentially, I'm like a homunculus of a cat. I'm a failed experiment of Surgeon Spectre. And I'm kind of like a meat cat of sorts named Catastrophe. And my bat, known only as I'm a bat, is a spectral bat who swoops in and does bat things and comprises 80% of my abilities. So the cat basically just commands the bat who's actually the capable one. That's kind of
Sounds
what
like
I'm
a
doing.
cat. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's delightful. Oh, and then there's the HBIC.
That's me.
Man, what have you got for us, Chuck?
Oh, fuck. I'm Chuck. I'm playing, I went with the name Mysterious Stranger. I'm still not, I think he's as wishy-washy on it as I am, which is great. His actual name is Lance Lazarus. He is an avatar for a fucking civilization of aliens. He could shapeshift and stuff, and he was actually sent here to be a diplomat, but he just fell in love with Earth, so he kicked off all of his responsibilities, and he's just slumming it. So he's currently kind of living as a beach bum. So it's pretty great. Yeah. And Defenders of Kobold, you can find us in places as we do things, like right here on this Twitch channel now. And we have a zine where Dan dies in the end.
That's a good point.
That's my shit.
That's good shit. That is the good shit. Speaking of good shit, look at this big huggable bear down at the bottom right.
Oh, I thought you were going to accuse me of killing somebody or something.
I thought about it, and then I swerved back, and I shockingly decided to stay positive with you, Jeff.
I was really surprised with the positivity. So, hi, I'm Jeff. I run a group called Adventures in Lollygagging. We play games on the internet, twitch.tv/lollygaggers and other places. I am playing a man by the name of Barry Grant, who is a carnival freak. He goes by his stage name, The Missing Link. His sort of, I think, the iconic power, he's got two, but his most iconic power is his ability to kind of manifest various aspects of animals into himself. So like he can suddenly gain like the strength of a particular creature or the agility of a particular creature. And I like to think that little aspects of like fur or scales or something like that sort of changes, not full on shape shift, but just a little bit to know that something's up. Or maybe it's all just in a figment of his imagination, because he's also a former. He had a mental break recently, and it's possible that all of this is in his head, or it's possible that he might be being like haunted in his brain or sharing space with some sort of legendary warrior of the past. So, yeah.
None of us are willing to tell him either way.
Yeah, we're not really sure. It's possible he literally just ate a guy and threw him up last time, or none of that really happened. And it could have been something else. So I choose to believe.
It was delightful. That has led to a lot of fun, being like, Jeff describes one thing, and then everybody takes a step back and be like, what actually do we see?
Really happened. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
There are a lot of clue endings for how Jeff's powers work.
Exactly.
That is
Oh my
very
God.
true.
That's perfect.
So we kind of did our first, exploration in the system last week where you guys fought a bunch of Haster hippies. And, overall that went well. Between some good initiative manipulation and just being tough as hell, you won every possible challenge in a landslide. And so now we're going to kind of start getting underway with a little bit more of the Eldritch Mysteries arc. And we'll introduce a couple of new things. One thing now is going to be there's what's called continuity tokens, where every issue or episode, so to speak, you all get one continuity token, which you can think of it sort of like whenever there's comics and you see that little editor's note thing down in the bottom left.
See issue 7.
Exactly. And basically what that is once per session, you can spend your continuity token. You'd be like, hey, man, what if there's like a big rainstorm coming? Maybe somebody announced that there's going to be bad weather this weekend. Or, there's a car on the side of the road that somebody forgot their keys in the ignition. Or, hey, maybe there's a chance I know somebody at this, station or something. It kind of gives you guys the ability to kind of keep the ball rolling. Or if you have a fun idea for how you can interject your character into a situation, you spend that token and you go with it. And then the other thing is, time permitting, we'll kind of try and get into like some personal interludes where we see what aspirations or turmoils our characters have that they do between adventures. So I figure I'll open that up first. I don't know if anybody wants to open with that, but we can. If somebody has something that they feel a burning desire that they've been doing since the fight with the shepherd last time around.
My bat was really bad at echolocating things and getting distracted.
Okay.
So Catastrophe is going to spend a little bit of time just trying to focus that spectral, silly little bat into performing its tasks. And it's going to do it with hamburgers. It's going to feed the bat hamburgers every time it does the correct thing. So the cat has just a sack of hamburgers and is doling them out to the bat as it does correct things.
Okay, so we open this issue with you and your bat just kind of, going across various burger joints, stocking up on a ton of them. And do we have almost like a training montage, do you think?
100%, and it is the bat still screwing up and the hamburgers remaining uneaten. 100%.
Okay.
A total failure.
Okay. I love this. I like that we start off with the bat just constantly failing at every direction. And you're trying to figure out, like, does he just not like the burgers that you're getting? Is it just that you're being unclear and giving directions to him? Is your bat just kind of an asshole? It's kind of hard to tell.
The answer is probably yes to everything.
Okay.
All of the above.
I appreciate that. So obviously all montages hit that spot. You've kind of had some ups, you've had some downs, he's probably vomited a couple of burgers in your face, he's probably just left and gone off and eaten another skunk at some point, come back. It's what he does.
Mm-hmm.
But
he was seen eating burgers, but then it was revealed that he actually went back to the burger restaurant and just raided their dumpster.
Nice. That's
Instead
perfect.
of doing what he was supposed to be doing.
He got a smell for the burgers and tracked him down, Jake.
So in this interlude, kind of our challenge is going to come to the breaking point is when your bat is on the news because he's been raiding burger dumpsters all over Southern California, and you're getting some bad press. And you're reaching that pressure point of like, dude, you gotta get your stuff in line.
Right.
And so this is where you're gonna need to try and look at the skills that you've got and what are you gonna do to try and break through to this spectral, stubborn bat? How are you gonna get through to them? Because the burgers haven't done it on their own. You gotta put that extra spice into it.
It's a good question because the majority of my powers are the bat, right? And secondarily, I have healing. So if I'm thinking in terms of what I can do that maybe coincides with the bat, is maybe the bat needs some spiritual healing. Maybe the bat is restless and wandering because it just really needs a one-on-one with me. It just needs to be reassured that it's a good boy It's doing its best, and it's okay that it fails sometimes as long as it really tries.
Okay. So let's see. I think you've got Outcast. I'm trying to think what skills came with Outcast.
I'm gonna say size someone up. I'm trying to figure out what is wrong with this bat and how I can help, and give it that spiritual boost it needs. That go-getter pep talk.
Okay. You're trying to get to the core of the problem. Like, just filling his belly wasn't enough. You need to understand.
You need to feel his spirit, right? Like, I filled his gut. Now I need to feel his heart.
All right. Let's give it a go. What's your chance for doing
65.
Understand what it means to be fat.
Oh,
Is
did you
this
get a
like
9?
is this
Yeah, I
like the
did.
Patrick Swayze like lifting Jennifer Graham moment like in Dirty Dancing?
Well,
Like,
except it's probably the reverse because you do succeed.
Mhm.
And so I'll ask you. I've got some ideas, but it's your bat.
Mhm.
What do you think is that breakthrough moment that finally the sun breaks over like the burger joint sign and the sunlight shines across you as your bat just picks you up into the ray of light and just slobbers that nasty nonsense all over your face? What was it that got through to him?
I say you can stay or you can guano, but the two of us were meant to be. And I understand that you're filling your belly with burgers and you're thinking you're doing it the right way, but it's not about the burgers. It's about you, me, and the two of us living happily together. And if you can't understand that this dumpster is a metaphor for how things have been going, then buddy, I don't know what to tell you. And his response is, I'm a bat! And then he picks me up and the two of us soar together majestically into the sky.
I don't know how to respond to that other than say that's great. And it's the most adorably creepy little romantic montage that I can imagine. So thank you.
Thank you for facilitating it. I feel better as a human now.
Whew. Anybody want to follow the cat bat romance?
Oh, that's a tough follow right there, I think.
It's a tough follow.
I've been watching it, and I turn to Mysterious Stranger, and I say, I put rabies in all those burgers.
Man, God, that's why I've been so cranky here recently.
That's wonderful.
That also explains why the bat couldn't stay on task.
Of course. Oh man. All right. Well,
Got a
no
little
pressure if
rabies
nobody's
spritzer, just
Yes.
rabies.
Oh,
How do
man.
you put rabies on things? I mean,
I just assumed
Carefully.
you just took all the dead creatures that you summoned, you just made like some horrible schmear. That you just kind of like
Just
that's the
wring it out
secret
with, like, a
sauce.
wet towel.
Oh my god. Okay, so we went from like the romantic bat cat situation. Now we have rabies schmear. I'm so happy with this. Did anybody else like feel something in their gut at the moment for an interlude, or we can always kind of put a pin in it and hop into the issue, so to speak?
I'm cool putting a pin in mine.
Okay.
I'm cool with putting a pin in mine.
Yeah, I'll save my my ability swapping, I think, until we have some more
better
momentum
idea.
in our story.
All right. So
That way
you know,
it becomes someone else.
Catastrophe, you just had your breakthrough with your bat this morning, and that was great. But unfortunately, he has vomited up all of the rabies burgers.
No.
And it's been a big day. And honestly, you guys are all you're all on the 666 because that's like the road here.
Mhm.
And it's been a hard couple of weeks after the cult. And this training and then the stress of the relationship, and you guys are all together. You're heading out to whatever your favorite dining place is. What do you think? Like, what's your joint? Where do you guys go when you want the nice day out? Grab a
trash
good bite to
can.
eat.
Oh, sorry, you meant everybody collectively. I take a trash can with me wherever we go. It's a little
Delightful.
trash can.
It's actually it's the trash cantina, and it's right next to the trash can that she frequents. But we all actually go to the diner there, named the trash cantina.
Okay, I'm gonna write Trash Cantina down.
Okay. That's good, because all I could think of was Spangles, and that's a real place.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
What?
Nope. We'll talk about it in the after call.
Spangles?
Okay.
They
I drove
sell.
past a Spangles
It's
today.
like a local
Oh,
just burger fast
you
food
said-
joint.
You said Spangles.
Oh,
I
you
thought
think
said,
it's Spankles?
I thought
he
it
said
was Spankles,
Spankles,
and I'm
too.
like, what's wrong with the
Hey.
ankles? I'm so confused.
Some people.
It's when you wear Spanx because your ankles are just so big. That's when you get
That's
That's
Spankles.
not where I was going with that. It was
So
Ankles.
people.
yeah, sure. You know, in the same district
like
that
to get
Trash
spanked.
Cantina is, there's a Spankles, which is a strip club for alternative
Ooh.
types.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if it's a strip club where they only show ankles?
Yes, so it's a little almost like a weird.
How
burlesque
risque,
thing.
yeah.
It's just fainting couches and parasols lining the walls.
There it is. There it is.
Oh my god.
Hey,
That's wonderful.
substances used. Thanks for that
Skankles?
follow.
Skankles. Oh God.
Okay, maybe it should be Skankles. I'm gonna write Skankles down. Thank you, Lich. Skankles. Oh my god, that's gonna come
Oh
back.
my God.
That's got to be like right across the street from the Trash Cantina.
But yeah, you guys are ready to go. It's a
Hope they have
Right.
free hot dogs there.
oh man,
It's a
yeah.
buffet.
Do you really want hot dogs from the Trash Cantina?
No, at Spankles. Or
I don't
Skankles.
No, there's
There either.
there's definitely a buffet at Skankles. Okay.
Well,
There's
Yeah.
there
definitely
is.
a buffet.
Well, no, we got to
It's
retcon
totally
that.
justifiable to go to Skankles. Their buffet is amazing.
No. There's
Yeah, I go for
no.
the food.
Yeah, of
There's
course.
no buffet at Skankles. They only have hot dogs, but they do give them away for free.
They're free.
They're free hot
There's some
dogs.
inside
You have to
joke to
stand at
this.
the end of a hallway as they toss them down.
Oh my God, Jacob. Jacob, Veronica.
Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna make a note. Free hot dogs.
Free hot
Free
dogs.
hot dogs.
It shows how long they've been in there and how long they've been free.
Oh my
They're
god.
free, but they may not be disease free.
This is our version of the door. Do you realize this? Like this, what happens inside this place that we are never going to go into is like what is the door made of? What's the door's alignment? How strong does the door look? How long does is there anything written on the door? This is our door.
Oh my god.
I
Well, this
agree.
is delightful.
Makes sense.
I want to follow up on something Dan said. Not only are the hot dogs free, they're also furry. So furry, furry. Because they've been there a long time. They're
Yeah.
covered in like mold and shit. Okay,
They've
I'm
been
sorry.
Free for the same exact hot dogs have been free for some time.
I intend to bring Skankles back at some point now.
All right.
I don't know
Fantastic.
how. I'll find a way to fit it in. Because God bless you.
So will the hot dogs at Skankles.
Heyo.
Yes, it's true. They will come back. So the good news is you're on the 666. It's a busy drive as always to get into the city, but you're all looking forward to that trash can or trash cantina goodness. You're discussing the pros and cons of going to Skankles and whether or not it's a viable choice. When you guys do hear over the radio, you guys might even. Do you think you probably have like one of those things where you listen in on the police calls or whatever?
Police scanner.
Do you think?
Yeah,
you
we
a
have
police
them, and
scanner?
they're on Dick Tracy watches.
Ooh, I
Oh
love
hell
that.
yeah!
That's
Well,
fantastic.
you see that the traffic is slowing down, and right around the same time you see that traffic is starting to jam up, you get a call over your little Dick Tracy style watches that there is some sort of catastrophe going on at a bridge that's about a mile up ahead of you, and they're trying to get somebody up in the sky to get a look at it, but sources say that there's some sort of behemoth just causing havoc on the bridge.
Oh, is it the 500-foot woman?
It's not Karen. No, it's not the it's not the 500-foot woman.
Okay.
Um,
She might have just tripped or something.
It's true, yeah. If Karen tripped on the bridge, that would be the end of things. So you guys are fairly close. Some of you have flight or mobility powers, but maybe
Yeah.
not all of you.
I have portal. I could just swoop.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
don't
it's
think
true.
I have any special movement powers.
You know what?
I just
Whip us up the
walk.
portal.
Yeah, honestly, Dan, you might be able to save your team a lot of trouble by just rolling your portal check, and you might just get them there because they announced where the bridge is. Good on you.
Yeah, I'm all good for just skipping ahead if that's all right with everybody.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
you're playing with
Go
portals.
for it.
I don't blame you, man.
Just
If
open
you've
a
got
portal in the bottom of our limousine. Just
I like portals.
That's a success. 55 under 70.
Okay, awesome. So that makes things easy. You skip past the traffic jam that's going on, and you just hop straight into the bridge. And basically, once you get there, what you can see is just it's a mess right now. There's lots of cars that have been knocked over. You see this behemoth of a person. Person is being generous. You see this big juggernaut of a man just like charging through the road, just knocking cars aside. Some of you might recognize him even. He's standing just shy of 10 feet tall, massive shoulders, almost as wide as a car, leather biker type jacket, kind of like doo-wop greaser hair, green skin, little bolts on the neck, stitches across the face. This is the big bastard known as Big Frankie, just
Oh.
wrecking the bridge. It's basically a greaser Frankenstein.
Nice.
And because you portaled up here so fast, you got here quick enough to prevent him from getting the first step of what he wanted. But you can see him just like knocking cars aside as he's chasing what looks like an armored van or an armored truck, basically.
In canon, can he be part of an evil group called the Pompadours?
I will write it down and consider it for later.
That's whenever Jeremy loves it, but he doesn't want you to know how much he loves it. He's gonna lay in bed later and be like, Pompadours.
Pompadours.
Pompadours is so good.
I refuse to give you anything, but I may or may not enjoy that.
The evil Pompadours?
Oh my God. Are you a pompadour?
Evil
my God.
Pompadour.
But yeah, so you have managed, because of your portal spell, you got here immediately before he was able to get the truck. So the good news is you've popped here before he's had a chance to grab what he wants. The bad news is there are cars that are turned over. There's some people that are trapped in cars. There are some people that are freaking out and just like trying to hop out, and they're literally just running down the freeway. Some of them are trampling over each other. So that's one of your first complications on the scene, is people that are either trapped in their vehicles or kind of trampling over each other, trying to get away from here. Another complication on the scene is you see a bus that's been knocked away and it's kind of gone through the guardrail, and about half the bus is already hanging off the bridge. And it's kind of slowly leaning forward and careening down. And that's what's called more of a critical complication. You know, the people in the road, that's bad. But that bus, if somebody doesn't do something with that soon, it's going to crash. So that's a more critical complication. And then meanwhile, you have Big Frankie, who for some reason is trying to catch this armored vehicle. And that's kind of where we start things up.
No,
We'll do
Big
some
Frankie's
initiative.
normally a troublemaker, or is
That's fair.
is this uncommon for a Big Frankie?
Big Frankie's been here for a while. I'll throw it out there. Who feels like they might have a chance of kind of having some knowledge about Frankie? Okay. He is undead, so we've got our necromancer.
I'm a doctor. And
Yeah.
I'm a doctor and I'm a necromancer. So I would
So yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I think you've got a chance. If you feel like you've got a skill you might be able to roll to know something about him. And Jake, I would say, you're kind of a second generation guy here too. So there's a chance that if you think you have a skill that you could apply, I might let you make a roll for it as well.
Celebrity has sized someone up.
Okay. I would let you kind of use that in context. You're like, maybe you've heard a story about this guy. Yeah.
Maybe he had a job in the industry. Maybe he was scouted for something at one point.
Yeah.
And I have read the situation, which might be like a scrutinize almost to like him and who he is, like what has been done to him potentially.
Cool. So you're more like reading him specifically and trying to figure him out, whereas Jake is maybe more kind of like doing more of a knowledge check.
Yeah.
Perfect. Those are both completely viable. Let's do it. All right. Ooh,
oh no.
10.
Wait.
I'm sure 11.
Oh yeah, right. I
good.
forgot. I keep forgetting low is good.
Okay.
I got 6 under 80, so I'm good.
Yeah, you guys
Nice.
are both
doing it,
awesome
Jake.
what you do. So yeah, Jake, you have heard about this guy. He was actually one of the very first monsters to get pulled over. He's one of the originals. And he was very successful for a spell. Kind of went into a downward spiral after a certain point. You don't know all the ins and all the outs, but from the little that you had heard from your dad, when he was good, but when it was bad, it was dangerous. And you, with your success, know that he's not just like a big tough guy. He's a legitimate trained fighter.
Ah, jeez.
So he's not an awkward brute. He knows what he's doing.
He's like the guy who played Vigo in Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that.
He was a trained boxer and kind of a dick.
There you go. And then Jen, yeah, you're kind of taking a look at him, and you can see that, like, obviously he's a big hulking brute, but you can see he kind of he uses his mass well, like he's able to kind of do like a big. You're watching him in process do this charging attack, just like using his bulk and his speed to just knock things aside. But you can also see that right now it seems like he's kind of almost in overdrive. You see here and there, like there's electrical sparks, and you're watching him and you kind of get the feeling that he maybe has like sort of a, I mean, for lack of a term, sort of like a power meter, so to speak, that he's really charged up. He's really charged up, but he could potentially kind of like start to gas out.
Okay, so since electricity seems to be what powers him up, maybe there's something we can do there with powering him down.
Or we could just ask him to stop.
We could do that too.
You know, maybe you could just, talk to him nicely. That's
So during this moment of taking the scene in, I'm running up there. I'm getting in position for my shape-shifting ability when we kick off initiative.
okay.
So I'll take on the shape-shift appearance of you're just a bystander.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, I love it. And then, yeah, so it's easy for you to shapeshift into looking like some other person here.
A bystander that looks suspiciously like Shia LaBeouf from The Fury.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
Why does it have to be Shia LaBeouf?
Look out behind you. It's Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my God.
Because I'm trying to talk him down. I need someone who's a good motivational speaker.
Shia LaBeouf. Oh no, I'm sorry, Lich.
All right. So
Now the ATC, just do it!
All right. And what I'm going to do, so the villain is he gets as many action cards as there are heroes. So I'm just going to kind of do his first one where it pops up and then kind of intersperse it every other afterwards. But our first person to go is going to be the leader. Yes.
That's me. I was about to say things about that.
Ooh.
I am the leader, but also, so I'm going to be abusing I'm just going to fuck with initiative again.
Good. Yeah. Please
so
do.
I'm gonna at the start of my turn, I'm gonna use the leader ability. I am going to spend a hero point, and I am going to move the missing links initiative up one spot.
Nice.
And then
missing link. Were you the controller?
Striker.
Oh, no, you're the striker. Okay, so now striker's up a little bit higher. Good.
And then also I'm going to use my shape shifting, and I'm going to pop out and be like, "Hey man, it's the mysterious stranger. Like, you should chill out." And that's my shape shifting ability, where the bad guy's first initiative card now goes to the bottom of the list.
Ooh.
And then let's see.
Oh, that's rough. Okay, cool.
Oh, but
I like
the catch is that my initiative card goes in that slot.
Okay. Well, honestly, that's not that bad. All that means is you're going to go second.
Okay.
You're still going to go before he gets to go.
Cool.
But by doing that, between moving up Jeff's character and moving that card down, he's going to get a flurry of actions at the end of the round, but you've propped up your team to kind of, other than the booster, everybody's going to get a chance to go before him.
Well, good.
So that's
Okay.
pretty awesome.
And that's all my pre-initiative fuckery.
Well, good for you. If you've got the ability to mess with the initiative track, you should. I respect it. All right. So as the leader is setting up all that nonsense, our tank is actually going to be the first one up. I believe that's you, Catastrophe, right?
That I'm what now? I'm sorry, I was looking at chat for a second.
Oh, no worries. You're the one with the tank roll, correct?
Correct. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So you're up first while your fearless leader is doing the initiative fuckery.
Right. I think at that moment, what I'd like to do is to try to handle the bus a little bit, so that way we can focus on Frankie. And what I'm gonna do is tell my bat, buddy, focus on Frankie. I'm gonna go check out what's going on with that bus, and I'm gonna run over to the back of the bus and try to jump on the very end of it to balance it as best I can with my little cat body, which may not do anything, but that's what the cat thinks to do.
That's okay. Yeah, if you've got a skill check or a power you want to do it, man.
Yeah, and I have like a 50% chance on anything, which is honestly what probably applies in this instance, because I don't really have a skill for tiny cat tries to balance giant bus, but we're going to roll it and see.
Why not? It's adorable, and I would love it. I would enjoy that scene in a TV show or something
If it succeeds or fails.
Barely...
Yeah, exactly. Either the cat goes down with the bus or it stops the bus. Either way is a victory.
It's win-win, and either way, I still have Pompadours. So
yeah, that's right. That's right, yeah. So I rolled a 73 out of 50.
So you are on the bus, and yeah. Unfortunately, your tiny cat body is not quite enough to counterbalance the weight of the front end of a bus.
See, the thing is, he has 7 of his 9 lives left, and he's just a little too carefree. It's not until he gets down to about 3 that he's going to start taking him seriously.
I respect it. That's great.
Yeah.
All right. So, fearless leader, your initiative fuckery has been successful. Now, what do you do?
Oh, God. I'm going to try and reason with him. I'm going to use my psychic powers and be like, hey, man, like, you're fucking shit up, dude. Like, you should just chill out. Like, let's talk about it, man. I'm going to lean real hard into my charm someone. Like, yeah, man, like, let's just be friends, dude. Like, let's go get a beer or, like, go smoke something. Or, like, we can go over to Skankles if you want and get some hot dogs, man.
All right.
So I'm going to lean on my Charm Someone skill, which I got to tell you, it's at 90%.
Okay.
It's a 77, so I'd do it.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Ooh, look at that sub, Brendan.
It's not enough to, like, stop him from doing what he's doing, but he's just, like, he's chasing this armored car, and then all of a sudden, like, some innocent bystander's just next to him. Like, as you disguise yourself to look like some random person on the highway.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you want to go to Skankles? Get some hot dogs. Yeah, that sounds real nice. I do like their hot dogs a lot, but if you'll pardon me, I'm in the middle of something here. Like, could you scoot over a bit? I almost stepped on your toe there. I'm gonna break you if you don't move, little man.
I'm not gonna move. Like, listen, man. Like, you just gotta be cool, man.
Look, I'm being cool. I'm talking. Get out of my way. Like, just come on, man. I'm working here.
I'm not moving. That's pretty much my turn.
You do fluster him. And he's just like, and you stop his step a little bit. He's not taking damage, but I'll take note of, like, there are more ways to deal with a problem than just punching somebody down. So you can sometimes use social skills if a villain is of the right type. So yeah, he does seem slightly distracted by what you're doing. And so next up, after our fearless leader, we have the controller.
In which case, I'm going to try to run up beside the fearless leader and say, Frankie, is that you? Big Frankie? It's me, Boris Raines Jr., Boris's son. Just try to get him to focus more on me than on what it is he's doing.
Okay. All right. Which skill check do you want to toss out that way?
I think this would go under goad someone, as I'm trying to get them to focus on me rather than something else.
All right, I dig it.
All right, so let's see if I can get under 65. 28. Excellent.
The hell? What are you doing here, kid? Just look, take that junk over there. Get him out of here before somebody gets hurt.
Should I respond to that, or is that my deal?
No, you can still chat, but like, he's still going along, but you do succeed. It's like, look, you know what you need to do. Why don't you stop focusing on me? Look, I'm doing my thing, but you know this routine, right? Look over there. There's the bus. There's the people. Like, do your hero bullshit. Go save the people. I ain't killed nobody. I just flipped a car, pushed the bus. Know your role, okay? I'm the bad guy. I'm doing the bad guy thing. I'm going to steal some shit. You save the people so they don't die. Don't be an asshole talking to me when there's people that could die over there. Do your fucking job, okay? I'm doing a job. You do a job.
Doing a job for who?
Don't shut up, okay? And so you successfully goaded him. He's paying attention to you, but it's like he seems like your successful goading of him is almost that he's frustrated with you, that you're like, he's from a very old school style of villain. It's like you're supposed to go save the people. That's the way this works.
Gets away with all the money, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing here? You're breaking the code, man. Like, come on, you kids. You don't understand how it works. But it is still a success to some extent.
Yeah, he's focused more on me now.
Yeah. All right, so that is our controller. Now our tactician.
Okay, so I watched Catastrophe attempt to stop the bus from tipping over, and I'm like, I understand that, being a small raccoon myself, I understand that it just doesn't work that way.
It's a sizest world, right?
It really
is. It's not
is.
fair. It's really not fair.
To make things make total sense, all the tiny hitters are going to go over to the bus, and I'm going to try and necromance myself a creature that will hopefully be large enough, but I don't know because I'm going to randomly roll it from my table. So I'm going to attempt a necromancy near the bus. Is that cool?
Do you have any aquatic creatures on your table?
No. Aquatic
creatures. On a bus. Or since we're on a bridge.
Aquatic creatures, unfortunately, can't get rabies. So
I will say this, Jen. Lots of things get hit in traffic that could be necromanced.
I know. I have some really... No, it has to come from my table, because my table is...
Okay, we respect it.
Yeah.
I've got a table.
Okay, so I pass, because I had to get under 80.
You do it.
And now I'm going to roll my d10 to see what creature I necromance. I necromance another raccoon. So it's 2 raccoons counterbalancing on the top of this bus along with Catastrophe.
So...
And I'm a bat?
Shocking as it is, since you did succeed at the roll, how is it that these 2 zombie raccoons are somehow... You've gotten 1 out of 3 on the bus. So somehow, between Catastrophe sitting on the end and these 2 little zombie raccoons are reaching up and grabbing the rear bumper, and they're just...
No, I got it.
Down. Yeah.
She and Catastrophe are trying to hold on to the back of the bus in order to balance it, but it's still going over because people are inside freaking out. So she necromances a second rabid raccoon in the front of the bus.
To scare everybody.
Yes.
To the back of the bus. I like it. I accept this as canon.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually going to be I had 2 things. I was either going to necromance a super cute raccoon in the back that got everybody to be like, oh, look, a raccoon, and come to the back. So I was the opposite of you, Jake, not scaring them away.
That tracks.
Or I was going to have necromanced a really bloated, old, like
Like the
fat
eyes
raccoon.
just hanging out. Like
Yeah, that like is just like a sack of trash. That's like it's so fat that it pulls down and it's actually super strong. But I like Jake's better. I think Jake's makes more sense. So my really creepy like torn apart raccoon that I necromanced is like, and then because that's the noise it makes, and then they all run to the back of the bus.
God, that makes me incredibly happy. I really love that. Okay, thank you.
So you said you necromanced a fat sack of trash, but I'm not undead to come back alive, so this is questionable. It's questionable.
Oh man,
Not yet.
Kidding me.
There's always time.
There is Jake.
So Jeff, there's a lot of craziness going on here. What is the missing link gonna do?
So can we say like this? We can say it's a suspension bridge. Can we say this? Can we say it's a suspension bridge? Can we do that?
Sure, it's a suspension bridge.
It's a suspension bridge. Good. So what I would like to do is I would like to take I'm gonna take a little running start, and I want to like leap and grab one of the cables, like while midair doing my like animal manifestations, and I want to swing on this cable so that I am vertically above Frankie. And then I want to belly flop down onto him. However, I want to belly flop down onto him while channeling and manifesting hippopotamus powers. So it's basically like I'm doing like a big giant belly flop with a hippopotamus who are very insulated, thus perhaps protecting them a little bit from like electricity stuff. Is this kosher?
This sounds wonderful. How can I argue against hippopotamus like Tarzan swing turning into hippopotamus belly flop? That's right up there with Pompadour. So please.
So I'm just gonna be running and like, you son of a bitch.
Slow motion.
And then so I'm gonna try. Okay, so a 56 is good. And what I would like to do is I would like, because this is I'm a striker, so like I'm all about hitting. I would like to spend 2 time tokens to make this a powerful attack, which gives me plus 20. And then I want to trigger my striker ability, and I want to spend 4 of my hero points, and for each point I spend, it's 80 damage. And so I would like to do an additional 100 damage on top of the 56 damage I just did.
Wow.
So I'm a big hippopotamus, and I just swung up in the air.
That's right. Legendary Warrior gets bonus hero points. That's your whole shtick.
And I flopped down on top of him. And I'm not trying to kill him, but I don't want him to get up and leave. So I'm just I'm just like doing, like the child unmovable thing, except most of you just see me laying on top of him. My brain, I see a hippopotamus.
So I will say,
very confused and doesn't know what to do.
You actually did get lucky and have an advantage die pop up in your favor. So I will say you could either add 10 damage to it, or you could have it be a more situational thing where either A, you did successfully like knock him down, or you are pinning him down, or you could potentially like pass it forward and the next person could get an extra 2 advantage dice on their thing.
I like the pin it down thing because I was like, that's how it was looking in my head. So
Yeah.
we'll do that.
So yeah, he's legitimately pinned down. So he has a condition on him he needs to overcome, so to speak, before he can work on his own personal objective, which is fitting because now he starts his turn. Good. All right. I tried to play the game. I knocked the cars aside. There's the bus. All right. Why is it only like the freaky little cat and raccoons over the? What's wrong with you?
I'm playing my role, you son of a bitch. I'm trying to stop you.
I hate you people.
I forgot it's transatlantic accent time. I completely forgot that.
You slacker.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't said anything as raccoon yet, so we'll get there.
That's my transatlantic accent.
Thankfully, you're safe. You haven't spoken yet.
All right. I think he can only do this once a fight, but he's going to try and use his "You Dare to Challenge Me" ability, which is basically he tries to pick you up and throw you. It's not going to be easy, but he is super strong.
I'm manifesting hippopotamus powers, which I think includes weight.
I know. So I'm gonna put some chaos dice on his roll with that
Okay.
because you specifically went hippopotamus. I'm giving him 2 chaos dice just because you're rolling hippopotamus.
You're benevolent.
Subtitle for episode: Wait, don't throw me.
And wouldn't you know it, he's a big buff boy, and he got a bonus to that roll, but he still missed it by 2.
Oof.
And
Looks like you missed leg day.
yeah, you see Big Frankie, even though are you really hippopotamus? We don't really know, but you see him struggling, and he starts to military press you, and then just one of his legs just barely gives out and slams down, and he had 2 chaos pips come up. Do you want him to take an extra 20 damage, or do you want to have some other weird thing happen to him?
I would like to have some other weird thing happen to him.
Okay.
I would like, if we can, I kind of just want his legs to kind of just crackle and break beneath him.
Okay, so like maybe he's a pretty stout boy. I don't think his legs are going to crack.
Okay.
But let's say that like maybe he does the equivalent of like a superhero, like twisting an ankle for us, but this is like superhero level. Like one of his ankles does kind of like crack a little bit, and you get a feeling you're going to mess with his mobility.
Okay.
So his mobility will be hindered for the rest of the fight.
Yeah. Perfect.
Awesome. Oh, you son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you? You hippopotamus bellies and you stupid zombie raccoons and you... Who the hell is this person over here? Stupid... I hate you.
My name's Barry. Missing link. I still haven't really settled on the... Actually, no, that's not the right voice. The superhero moniker. So I'll make fun of his hair and get flustered and pissed off.
Oh, nobody messes with the hair. All right. So he was not successful with his action. And then Dan, what is Knockoff doing?
There's still people like trapped in the bus at this point.
Yeah. So there we've succeeded at 1 pip, which actually, by the way, Jen, give yourself a hero point for getting a successful pip on the bus. So you get a bonus hero point for that. There's still 2 more pips to go on the bus, as well as there are like other people on the bridge. Like, there's a couple of overturned cars. Mm-hmm. There's some people freaking out and kind of trampling over each other, trying to run away from the scene. So that's another potential complication on the scene.
I think I can only deal with one of them at a time. So I was thinking about just opening up a portal in the bus that's then just like, somewhere further down the bridge so they can just leave the bus and
that's
be exited from the scene.
That's completely viable. You should totally do that. I respect it. If you got portals, use them.
That looks like that'll do the trick. I figure I'll just do another little trace of circle deal and point somewhere else.
All right. And you actually got lucky. I had 2 advantage dice pop up for you because that's a really nice way to go out with it. And we got lucky on this. So if you wanted, you could either spend those advantage dice on paying it forward to somebody else, or with 2 successful advantage dice, you could actually get an extra pip on the scene and completely take care of the bus scenario.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and resolve it. That way we can just have it be done with, and we can start addressing people on the bridge.
Perfect. Yeah, you at that point, the portal is it's quick, it's to the point. You've got portals, you just open one up, and like all the people that are now running and screaming from the giant fat trash can rabid raccoon, they're running and screaming away from it, barely noticing that they run into a portal that then opens up on the bridge, like, 50 feet away from where everything is happening, or further even, and just all to safety. And then at that point, as all the people have left the bus, Little Bitty Catastrophe's weight is now just enough to have it set back in place.
There it is. That's what we've been waiting for.
There it is. That's your moment. And of course, Catastrophe maybe just like, you did it.
Oh, I mean, 100%. If it wasn't for me pointing out through my failure that the bus was about to teeter over, then
course.
maybe other people would have intervened.
Yep. That's teamwork. All right. So now Big Frankie's going to get 5 actions, which is potentially bad. So he got up during his last action and he failed with his You Dare Challenge Me event. So he probably he knows that he's been hobbled. He seems really frustrated. He probably is just going to try and sock you as hard as he can. Just like a big double-handed, like raising both hands up, trying to catch you under the draw. Looks like he's going almost more for a knockback than anything.
Okay.
But yeah, he just does a big sweeping hit up at the missing link. We'll see how that goes. Big Frankie is having a hard time. Yeah, you see him wind up for this giant, powerful knockback blow, but just as he goes to do it, he's kind of, and again, he's like a trained fighter. He actually kind of pivots his weight, but as he's doing it, that bad ankle kind of crackles again. You hear him curse on his breath. God damn it, you son of a bitch! Oh my God, if you mess up this job for me, I'm gonna. Oh, you son of a bitch. So that's the first turn. He's stubborn. He'll try one more time. So that time he is successful. He'll give up his bonus damage he would normally get on a hit to knock you back 2 segments away, since he got 1 success on an advantage dice.
And how much total damage, despite giving up that total damage, did he give somebody?
So normally he would be able to do 61 damage, but he used an ability where he's giving up his bonus damage to knock you further away, Jeff. And then he got a pip on an advantage dice, so he's going to knock you 2 segments away. So you went from being up close to far away. He just cold cocks you, uppercuts you across the bridge, like a good 100 feet away almost.
It was 30 damage, though, with the reduction, right, you said? Or did he give up all damage to do that?
No, so normally he gets plus 20 damage on the end of it. So he rolled 41. Normally he would have done 61 damage to you.
I'd like to invoke
that
Tank
bonus
to have my bat swoop in and catch Jeff's character, screaming, "I'm a bat!" as he keeps him from hitting his landing and spends 1 hero point to reduce the damage by 30 at least.
Nice. So yeah, you still get. I mean, he still made contact with you. It hurt, but you're a big tough guy. The bat catches you, keeps you from crashing on top of something. So that's now 3 of his actions. He'll spend his 4th action charging after the armored vehicle. His 5th action, he's going to try and get into that vehicle. And you see him he's hobbling. He couldn't just, because of his hobbled leg, he couldn't just immediately do it. He had to spend an action to actually get there. So you have slowed him down. He gets his first pip on trying to break into it. You see him kind of hobbling a little bit, catches the back door, rips off a door, and he's trying to pull himself up inside. And then for his last action, he's going to try and actually get up in there. He doesn't, man. That hobbled ankle is really messing with him. Frankie's rolling like crap. That's okay. So at this point, you have Big Frankie, like he has ripped off a door and he's trying to pull himself into the armored van, but he's basically just being dragged behind it. Like his legs are kind of like throwing up sparks on the pavement. And yeah, that closes out that round. So I'll shuffle the deck.
Who currently has abilities on cooldown?
I do.
And what are those abilities? that you might
Nothing
wanna
I can use this turn, so I probably should have just kept my hand down.
Portals.
Animal manifestation.
Wait, what do you mean nothing you can use this turn?
The shit that's at the start of initiative.
Okay. And
Yeah.
portals for Dan and the transformation for Jeff? Okay. How many like 2 for you, 2 reloads for you. Jeff, how many reload
I'll just need one because it'll come off normally on my turn,
come off
and then I
normally?
need a second. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I'm trying to get it to shuffle here.
And Dan, do you have 2 total, or would you
2
need
total.
2? Okay, cool. That's good. Okay.
All right. That's weird. I'm going to try and switch off and come back to it because for some reason it's not shuffling for me.
Here, maybe I can do it. So, have you been drawing the cards?
No, I didn't. I just
All right,
looked at it and then I
think it needed to be. Yeah, okay, it should be good now.
Okay, cool. I'm still learning the ropes. All right, so
where does the missing link fall within the initiative track?
so as it stands right now, basically we've got Big Frankie would go first, and then I would stagger him every other card afterwards. So we've got Big Frankie first, then our booster, which is knockoff, and then tank, catastrophe. Then we'd have tactician for our raccoon, surgeon specter,
Don't
and then
laugh.
controller. I can't help it. So missing link is not quite the last, but close. He's down second to last, right before our beloved leader, who this time around is at the bottom of the initiative.
That's me.
Well, I'm going to use my time manipulation to bump our striker 2 spaces forward on the initiative track.
Okay, nice. So that'll help him out with kind of getting in front of some of Big Frankie's interspersed actions. So I'll put him. So now he's right in front of he's right after the tank, in front of the tactician. Good deal. All righty. And so Big Frankie will once again try to get himself up into the truck. He does. So you see he's getting in there, and you see him like get into the truck, and he's just grabbing stuff and tossing it out. And you see like random chunks of machinery getting thrown out as he's digging around trying to find something in there. And then after that, Dan, what is knockoff going to do?
I'm going to spend a hero point to take off one of the time tokens from Dan's portal.
Nice. Okay.
Would that allow me to go ahead and use it again
Yes,
right
it
now?
does.
Yep, because you take one time token off whenever your turn starts. And then if she uses that, you take another one off.
Okay. I was thinking about just going ahead and doubling down on portals again, and maybe I'll put one under him so he'll fall through it and then out onto the bridge away from it.
It's a dick move, Dan.
It is.
I respect it.
He leans
He's
into
gonna
the
be
car
the-
and just goes, "Whoop," plop.
Poor silly little brick guy.
Oh my god.
He was not prepared for your team.
There we go. It's a 1.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, there's not really technically a crit thing in this game, but I feel like if you roll a nat 1, that should just be amazing. Dan, describe the peak optimal situation of how you want this portal to screw him over.
I'm kind of figuring, like, I don't know where we are in relation to that truck exactly, but I'm figuring just like a little circle like this, it'll be right under his feet, and it's going to open up in the air behind us, so he'll like fall down heavy on the ground.
That's wonderful. You son of a god. You just hear like this booming bass voice screaming from the sky. You son of a god. And it crashes behind you down in the crowd, like far enough away from the people that you just teleported off the bus that they look back and they all freak out and they start running away again. But he falls to the ground, looks at how far away the armored vehicle is now, and just holds his head in frustration. Man, he was so close. And then you screwed him. Man, what is he going to do now in his next action? he's gonna. Oh man, he's hobbled. So I shouldn't call him poor Big Frankie. He is the villain, but
He's
with
poor enough
how-
to rob an armored car.
he's just a brute that's trying to rob an armored car. He's just a simple guy trying to do a simple job, and you guys are just ruining his day. And you see him, just he's doing his best. He's got that wounded ankle, but he's still. It's going to take him a couple actions worth of movement to get there, even though he has a charging ability that makes him really good at that sort of thing. He's still going to need to spend at least 2 of his actions to catch up with the truck. Oh, I hate you all so much. I swear to God. Oh, you. I remember you as he runs past Missing Link. Because I don't know if he saw you do the portal. He just knows that it happened.
I don't know how he could have.
Yeah. So he's angry. So he spends his second action just running. And then Catastrophe, it's your go.
All right. With that in mind, I think Catastrophe's still going to just try to play the support role by helping corral the people that were getting trampled and ran on the bridge, since we haven't really addressed that too much.
Okay.
And I'm going to do that by having the bat swoop, put Jeff's character down, and then swoop in front of the trampling people and just bat its wings and try to defer them back in the opposite direction. Calm down. There's no need to trample forward. Basically, just be a big, glowing, spectral, screeching, bat-shaped stop sign.
Okay. I dig it.
All right. And that makes it by 9.
That's awesome. You do get his. Oh, by the way, Dan, give yourself 2 hero points for earlier clearing out those 2 pips on the bus. Brendan, you'll get a hero point for a successful roll. You did get 1 successful advantage dice pip. It's not enough to get an extra success on the complication.
Okay.
But you could potentially pay it forward to somebody else to give them like a 2 advantage dice on their ability. Or if you could think of something you would do that would make the situation advantageous to the next person.
I think maybe doing this makes it advantageous to the next person, right?
Okay.
Like the people aren't in the way anymore. If they're going to fight Frankie, they don't have to worry about human fodder. Like
Cool.
I've kind of made a little pocket of space for the next person in line, let's say.
Perfect. So the next person's going to get a couple extra advantage dice in whatever they do because you've kind of made it a little easier. Normally, Frankie would go again, but the striker has been moved up, so we're going to get to have striker go before Frankie.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
At the beginning of your turn, I remove one of your time time tokens.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna run after him, and
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
this time though I'm going to, and as I'm running, my arms are gonna turn to coconut crab pincers.
Oh my god.
And so there's, and then I just want to take one of them and snap onto his leg, and I want to take the other and like to snap on to anything else that's going to be sturdy here,
Okay.
and just hold it. And
I mean, it is a bridge.
I'm
so,
attacking
yeah.
him, snapping onto something else, but I'm just like, so I'm trying to attack, but like, yeah. Anyway, there's that.
While you do that, I'm going to invoke my companion power to aid you and give you 2 advantage die by slamming my bat into his back. And so you've got 1 claw into him, and the bat is pushing against him, so you can get the maximum amount of fulcrum out of the action you're about to perform.
Awesome. Okay.
You get 2 more advantage die in addition to the 2 that you had for leading up to this. So
I'm ready to throw in on this too, quite possibly.
All right.
Oh my.
That is a success, and I'll burn my remaining hero points to make that a powerful attack, which is basically plus 20 to that.
Whew.
So that's yeah. There you go.
And you got 3 successful pips on your advantage dice, which means you could either do bonus damage, or if you can think of a way that you help out with, a complication in the scene, or you've got a lot to work
What
with.
complications are left? Which complications are left?
There's still people on the bridge. Like some people, there's a couple people in cars that have rolled over that are trapped. There's still some people trying to evacuate.
Okay. All right. I'm not sure how that would help anyone evacuate. So,
Or we could always just like
how about we
hurt him
say
even
this?
more. Yeah.
I'm like, as I'm grabbing onto him and he's like slowly dragging away, my other clamp, my other pincer is like just grabbing onto the tipped over cars and letting the momentum pull it back up. And so we're writing cars, just one after the other. Thum, 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 and it's like I'm using the force of him running away to help right these cars.
Yeah. And he is just like a dog chasing after something at this point, just like looking back at you and growling as he's like having to drag you. It reminds me of like whenever my toddler just hangs onto my foot. It's just like, come on, like stop it.
That's very much what I'm doing. Yes.
You bastard. I really feel for this guy. I shouldn't, but I do. I love it.
It's because you're a good person.
This is a lie.
You know, I mean, sometimes good people do bad things like robbing armored cars.
Yeah. So give yourself a hero point for helping out with the people on the bridge as well as doing extra damage. So that's 2 of your 3. You could do an extra 10 points of damage to him, or you could pay it forward to the next person.
I'll pay it forward. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he's going to do. Oh, man. I almost negated giving him his ability because he's no longer trapped under your hippo mass. He will use.
There's a part of me that almost wonders, and it might be too late for this. Is it normally possible to have 4 come up for taking the spotlight, or is it uncommon?
It is possible, yeah. So he was 1 away from getting the spotlight. He was 1 success away from getting the spotlight. Is that something you wanted to do? Was to re-roll and see if you got the 4th
Do you
one?
think it's worth pushing for that? Why not? I'll spend a point and see if we can push that to spotlight. I just was looking. I was like, wait a second. There was the chance.
There's always a chance.
All right. So Jeff, what do you get when you get the spotlight and you completely embarrass this poor, simple man just doing a job?
Sorry, that was a little late.
Is Jeff about to hypocritical this oaf?
Oh my.
Okay, so teamwork maneuvers, I could add 4 advantage dice to my roll. I had plus 20 to damage for my attacks, and I add the spotlight initiative card to the initiative track on an act on its turns. So
oh my.
Yeah.
That's a really, really nice suite of abilities. So yeah, you're all hyped up and ready to go. You're saving people. You've done a bunch of extra damage to them. So let me mark up that damage by an extra 20. So not only did you give him the spotlight, but because you did it, you also helped him do 20 more damage, Dan.
There we go.
Nice.
There you
I
go.
think that's worth it.
It is worth it. He will, because at this point, even though you're kind of hindering him, he is up on his feet so he can use his turn the tables ability, which is when a hero rolls a physical attack against him, after the attack is fully resolved, the villain can make an attack against that hero. And then if he's successful, he'll add plus 20 to the damage.
Okay.
So he is very dangerous to take on one-on-one if he's up and able to fight.
I'm very dangerous to take on. One-on-one.
It's true. So he's going to do 89 points of damage to you.
No, he's actually not. I'm going to go ahead and trigger my illusion ability because there's not one of me that's clinging to one of his legs. There's 2 of me.
Oh my God.
And he just happens to hit the illusory version of me.
Oh,
Is that the cooldown thing?
And that's the cooldown. It's 4. And I can only, it's like 4 cooldowns, but I'm going to use it because that's what it's triggered. So when I'm hit.
So he finally thinks he's doing something right. It's like, oh, buddy, I'm going to make you pay for this. You're going to regret this. And he just reaches down and he smashes through the.
I'm over here. I'm over here, you son of a bitch.
Oh my God. He's about to have a meltdown.
Poor guy.
Come on.
Poor guy.
Do it now. Kill me.
Oh my God. All right. So that was, that was in response to yours.
Mm-hmm.
So then he'll take his action. This is going to be his 4th, I believe. Double check myself. Yeah. He's going to. I feel like I should force him to do something to try and kick you off, since you are holding him. That's going to prevent him from running away. So he's going to try and do the knockback attack again. So he'll hit. He doesn't have any. No. So he would knock you away to medium range, basically, and do 44 damage.
Okay.
So he basically, like, he punches through the illusion. He had that big, nasty hit that would have just hurt you a lot. Fortunately, your illusion negates that. He's like, all right, there's two of you. And he just, kicks you in the chin. Now that he knows which one is the real one.
2 links, 2 fists.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just gets, like, his, like, big old boot right under your chin and kicks you about 40 feet back. And then that's it for him. And then next up is our controller.
Well, while they're fighting Big Frankie, I think I'll try to resolve some of the people trapped in different situations by utilizing my teleport skill to teleport around and help them out. Like if somebody's trapped in their car, I'll teleport into their car, grab them, and teleport back out with them.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff.
And you did get some advantage paid forward your way.
All right. 39. Excellent.
All right, that's success. You had 2 advantage dice pop up. So that's enough to get...
How many advantage dice did he roll?
You rolled 4?
Let's go ahead and roll 2 of those failures.
Okay. Okay, you got another 1.
There we go.
So that's enough you could pay it for to the next person, so they could get 2 bonus dice. And not only that, you're going to get 2 hero points for taking care of the last 2 pips as you teleport all the remaining people off the bridge safely.
All right.
So there's no more innocents to be worried about. It's just Big Frankie and his incredibly incompetent attempt to rob this armored car.
I think I'll pay forward.
Okay. He's going to spend his 5th action doing another movement since he's got the hobbled leg. And he's pushing himself as hard as he can, and he kind of doing that half hobbled charge, finally does a last little bit of a leap to make himself jump onto the top of it, and you see him just kind of like crumple the hood of it. And he just turns around and he definitely gives you guys the finger. Like, he's just incredibly frustrated. And that'll be him. Striker's already gone. And then the leader.
So how do...
When was my turn?
Did we miss?
Yeah, I
don't
think I
you've
was-
gotten a second, yeah.
I think I was supposed to go before Jeff, maybe.
Sounds right-ish.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'm a terrible storyteller.
It's okay.
And,
I will be
It's
right
okay. It's all right. Okay. So what I want to do is I actually want to start moving over toward the armored car. And I want to start sort of futzing with the armored car. Like I want to see if I can get it out of here.
okay.
So Frankie's on top of it now, right?
Yeah, he kind of did like a little super leap, landed on top of it. The hood's kind of crumpled a little bit from his weight.
What does it look like right now? Like what does the vehicle look like right now?
It's obviously an armored car, but it's not labeled the way you'd expect something to be like a money car to be. Like this
Okay.
clearly isn't a bank or anything like that. It seems to be like some sort of privatized. Like there's no
Third party.
clear. Yeah.
Are the back doors open on it? Like, cause he
Oh, yeah.
jumped into it, right?
Yeah, he had
Okay,
initially
so-
ran up to it, ripped the doors off, and then initially, just as he jumped in, he got portaled out.
Okay, so I would like to use my rabid raccoons action to run into it and grab whatever it can. Like whatever's in there, I want it to run in and grab what's inside there.
Oh my god, he's gonna be so pissed.
I don't know if I have to roll for getting in and grabbing it, but if you want
Yeah.
me to, I can.
I would say, rolling your necromancy skill is like you're kind of somehow magicking your undead.
Well, this is technically it's a 50% chance that this guy does it because he only has a 50% chance to. It's all attacks and checks.
Yeah.
So
It's-
okay.
For what it's worth, the portal is still there too, so you could just push the stuff into the portal.
I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna push stuff through the portal.
And then I can just dismiss the portal.
And wait, while we're at it, I'm going to use my summoning to attempt to summon a second creature.
That's true, yeah, because your creatures will
I
get their own
pass.
action.
I pass.
Oh,
With that, I will roll a d10 and see what other creature I necromance. That is a groundhog. So we got a groundhog now. So exciting. The groundhog and the raccoon are both in there throwing whatever it is into the hole that they can. Do you want me to roll for that? Like that they're grabbing the right things. I don't know if there's like a bunch of stuff in there and maybe it's they pick like the right thing that the guy's after.
So you made the successful summon roll. So you've got one thing summoned in, and then your raccoons, he had already spent an action throwing out lots of stuff. So he had already spent an action throwing stuff out. So I'll say your successful roll means your little raccoon bastards just grab everything that's left.
The groundhog,
they don't care what it is, and they just toss everything into the portal.
I imagine the groundhog like grabs something and like dive bombs into it and like the last thing and like pops out the other side like holding it.
So yeah,
doesn't see its shadow during this.
And this is right as Frankie is like giving you guys the finger, and then he hears your raccoon do its like little triumphant like noise as it hops in the portal. He looks down, and he's far enough away at this point that for most people they can't hear his words, but you just see his lips go.
And then I'll just do a little whoop, and then it'll close.
I love the idea that as the groundhog is going through, it's just foaming at the mouth like.
Okay.
Carrying a cigarette lighter, ashtray, and whatever this guy was going for.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's that groundhog's
can't
lucky
use
day.
the portal anymore.
Okay.
Oh,
that's my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna take just a brief moment for myself because this poor guy, he's pretty well screwed. I don't think he has any chance of completing his objective at this point. Oh my god.
Oh, this is so cruel. It's like we're holding him at a distance and he's swinging his arms, but he can't hit us with them. Oh my god, I love it so much.
Don't worry. If I get another turn, I've already got an idea for my last thing here.
Nice.
It's gonna be an illusion that covers all the ground with all the things that came out of the truck.
Oh no.
All right, he's not down yet. He's incredibly angry.
We've emotionally broken him.
He is emotionally broken. He's going to try and do on his one good leg. He's going to try and do another super leap to start leaping towards where he sees shit dropping out of a portal. He's going to try and jump that way.
Jump this way.
And he does. He's not able to get all the way there because, again, he got gimped early in the fight. So he gets close, but not quite there. And now, fearless leader, as you watch this poor, emotionally broken Big Frankie, close to tears.
Yeah. I'm going to just telepathically communicate with him. Hey, man, you should have just stopped when I asked you. And then I'm going to go ahead and just give him like a old telepathic psychic blast. Put some hurt on him.
When you do your like mental blast, how do you like to feel it? Like, is it actual blast, or is it like you like finding something horrible in their brain, like making them face it?
Yeah, pretty much that's it. I make him start, imagining like his muscles are deflating and shit.
Okay, awesome.
Oh no.
Like, give him, existential crisis pain.
All right, go for it, man.
That's an 18.
Oh,
that's too bad.
Okay, yeah, this poor guy. As you do that, and you kind of like link up with him, and you do this, you do 18 from that. You have 2 pips on dice, which you could just add to damage or pay forward as you so please.
I'll just stack it all on damage.
So that puts you at 38 damage, and then you also discover the villain's weakness. Psychic frailty.
Oh shit! There we go.
Plus 40 to the damage of all attacks made against this villain using telepathy or other sources of psychic power. No. So he literally does have a broken will. As you just reach into his mind and you just find his deepest insecurities.
Dogs,
and you know he's already feeling weak because of his hobbled leg. and you tap into that and you make him feel so useless, and he's such a failure, and you see him just kind of sink to his knees and he starts crying. He just starts crying on the
At this
bridge.
point, do bystanders start thinking we're the bad guys?
I
is
would
that what
think so.
happens?
I feel like he's been thoroughly
Bridge,
bullied.
summoning monsters at him and then just being a dick.
Portals
Yeah.
and portals and portals.
I think with
I want
that,
to keep that.
oh man, that's so good. But that's the end of initiative, so you can't do anything. I think I know what he'll do next,
Okay.
but I
We
think
get
we
to take
can
another
mostly
attack
get
out.
out of combat. Because basically, normally is the thing that happens, like if he gets his objective or if you take him down below a certain health. But because you have done enough damage to him and you have psychically broken him, as you do that and he falls to the ground, he's like, I don't even care anymore. I don't even care. And you just see him pull this like weird piece of parchment out of his jacket and he starts, Klaatu, Verata, the hell is this nonsense? And he speaks a bunch of gobbledygook and just mists and teleports away.
That jerk.
Which, for Jake, with your background knowledge of him, that is not something that's in his
Could my
wheelhouse.
arcane scholar ability allow me to know something supernatural or occult based on that?
Yeah, in fact, the letter's even there. Like you can go pick it up, and yes, you 100% know that somebody transcribed the equivalent of a scroll for him. Like it was temporary magic imbibed into this piece of paper. It's basically like magic for dummies, like a one-time use teleport spell for this guy. And it's pretty clear that it was meant, like there's instructions here, like, get the diamond off the truck. Once you do, read these words. And he said the words, so now the magic is gone. Now it's just a piece of paper. But you know that somebody you have to be a pretty good magician, like sorcerer or wizard or some such. Like this isn't some add-up nonsense. To be able to create a scroll that somebody like Frankie could read, you've got to be pretty good at what you do.
Some high-level mumbo jumbo here.
Yeah.
They were just looking for diamonds.
Yeah, it said, bring me the diamond.
A diamond. So this is like the Hope Diamond or something.
Is
No,
it
it just
a
says-
diamond or the diamond?
The diamond. Once you have it and you read these words, find me
Brendan.
and I'll bring them back for you.
I want my two sons, and I go and join them too. I go and join the raccoon and the groundhog, and we're rooting through it, and we throw the diamond over our shoulder because we're not looking for that. That's not the trash that we want. And so we're finding other trash, and we're like, oh my god, look at this, and it's used wrappers and an old syringe or something. And my raccoon and my groundhog are super happy about that.
I'll try and fumble around to catch that diamond.
Oh, that is awesome.
Assuming I don't need to roll to find it. Let's just assume that I've been rooting through the trash.
It's a natural skill.
Wonderful. So yeah, this is kind of where we sort of get into interlude scene where you guys can investigate the scene. Everybody gets a free dice action here, and then from there we'll kind of investigate as we do. You got your auto success because you're an occultist. You pick up the piece of paper that he dropped after you read it, and you immediately know what's going on with it. And normally, the letters on the paper actually are fading within seconds of him reading it, but just by your occult nature, you're able to kind of get just enough of it to kind of read what was on there and know what was going on. Meanwhile, that truck is just still leaving the scene.
Can I go try to chase that down, and pull it back?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, whatever skill or power you want to use to try and stop the truck, you can totally
Carry,
do that.
push, or pull something is the power I will tap into.
Awesome. Good call.
So I'll run up. My arms will probably turn to little squid tentacles, and I'll wrap it around and just try to pull it back from a distance.
Wonderful.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's a success.
You do. It's the vehicle's already been damaged quite a bit. Between that and you doing this, eventually, it comes to a stop. You see some guy wearing the equivalent of like what would be a very high-end rent-a-cop uniform kind of step out. He's just like hands up.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
We want to put the stuff back in it.
Yeah, like we're the heroes, you son of a bitch. What's wrong with you? You're fine. We're saving you. Saving you.
okay.
Just no gratitude is what it is. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
My bat is standing behind you, and he goes, "I'm a bat."
Oh, man.
Love your bat. You said it,
Good.
Bat. You said it.
He just puts one wing around you. Mhm.
Oh, it's delightful. I'm going to switch over to the next little thing here. I've got. Man, yeah, you guys screwed him over. Good.
We've had a couple encounters now in a couple sessions where the bad guys just got thoroughly shit hammered.
But that's good. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Sometimes you just roll good, you know? Like roll 20 will get, or Foundry will get us eventually.
He rolled a lot of 90s, which, man, that happens. That's all right.
I roll
Love
pretty
the
90s deep too, but that's my generation, so you know it kind of makes sense.
Awesome. All right, so yeah, you've stopped the vehicle. Jake has successfully kind of figured out what was going on with that piece of paper he had on him. Did anybody else have anything in particular they wanted to try and do at the scene?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Like the guns.
Is the truck worth looking through, you think?
I mean, you could kind of look through if you want. Most of the stuff got either thrown out by Frankie or portaled out with the raccoons.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we can assume that Jake communicates that he was looking for the diamond.
Okay.
Yeah, the good news is you know what he was looking for. The bad news is a bunch of stuff just got portaled out and kind of, you know, it's probably in one of the raccoon's hands, maybe?
Wait, what, the diamond?
Yeah. Or do you think the raccoon's
Do you want
just
me to like search? Like, do you want me to?
Let's do your 50-50. Like, did the raccoons
Okay.
actually bother to hold on to it, or because it wasn't garbage for them to eat, they just like tossed it
So
away?
I think like just finding it. So like if someone were to ask, I could be like, yeah, Groundhog found it. It's over there. Like, you know,
Cool.
so here's roll for one. Whoa, that is definitely a failure for the raccoon. And that's a success for the for the groundhog. So the groundhog finds it, but then
Mhm.
tosses it over their shoulder. And Surgeon Spectre can point to it
Cool.
and say it's over there. I would also like to roll a search for myself, which would still be a 50.
Okay.
Just to see if I find anything of interest, like of
Yeah.
identification within this. Okay, that's a pass. So
Okay.
do I find anything that lets me know where this diamond might have come from?
You do. And in fact, like some of the equipment that Frankie had tossed out, like he didn't care about, it looks like, I mean, this is hardly your expertise, but you probably have like surgeon drills and stuff like that. This looks like there's like some sort of like weird mining equipment, like some sort of weird drill. And one of the things you do pick up, it is, so instead of the Hearst Diamond Company, I think it should be the Hearst Diamond Company.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's some mining equipment from the Hearst Diamond Company.
On
was
that,
there.
I'm gonna ask my bat. Hey, you know, buddy. See, you spend time in caves, right? You spending time in caves. So you ever see anything like this in a cave, buddy? Hey, buddy. I'm gonna ask my bat.
You're gonna ask your bat if he knows what this.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. 29.
I'm a bat.
Yeah, he confidently responds, "I'm a bat."
No, he's gonna quixotically just look at my little cat and rub the one foreclaw at the tip of a wing and go, "I'm a bat."
Well, it'll float over towards where the groundhog is, and like maybe grab the diamond, and it comes to a piece of mining equipment that's just mangled. But it tries to put the diamond into a spot where it looks like it's part of the mining equipment.
Ah, buddy, bat, you did it, buddy. Look at that, bat. It fits right in there. I think if it wasn't busted, go right in, bat.
Yeah, and this diamond is like the size of like a child's head. It's ridiculous.
Oh my. Do we want to give this diamond back, or do we want to try and hold on to it?
I want that diamond back.
I do have the skill conceal something.
Can anyone analyze it to see if there's something special about it?
That's what
I
I'm
don't know.
curious about.
If somebody has some
I
way to analyze
certainly
it, go
can't.
for it.
I don't have a skill to. But I could perhaps help us borrow it for a while.
Do we have intelligent science
I
type
mean,
people?
it's
No.
Really?
My stuff is only analyze data. Like, I don't think it's data necessarily.
you could potentially, like, maybe not right here, right now, but maybe if you get to a better spot to evaluate it. So possibly if Knockoff was able to pocket it, because there is a good bit of chaos here, maybe you're able to pocket it, and the
See
the
how the
security
neon
guy-
lights from Skankles go through it and test its clarity?
How do we have
Yeah,
to go
there
to
we go.
Skankles?
Why don't we have to go to Skankles is the real question.
All right.
Well, as we've determined, Real Big Fish is playing. Distorted Penguins are the backup band.
That's right.
Oh
yeah.
man, yeah.
My
there's-
bat loves wingtips as well.
Okay. There's so much stuff going on that, yes, somehow, despite the size of this diamond, you find a way to secret away.
And what I might even do, I don't know if it's worth it. Should I make an illusionary diamond that looks like it?
Eh.
It could have easily just been lost.
Okay.
The thing
Yeah,
is, like, you can create an illusion, but that illusion's not going to hold up to somebody trying to pick it up.
Yeah.
But, like, you literally had, like, a giant monster man throwing shit out the back of the truck, and you
Just
portaled stuff to where it just, who knows where it went.
Fell in the under the bridge.
Could have fallen under the bridge. They'll probably take them some time to search for it. And then, if that's everything folks have for, like, that particular scene, we kind of move into the next
I
segment.
think we'll try to be helpful and be all nice and everything, and try and figure out information from the guard, maybe.
True. If anybody would like, let's see, I think everybody's done something other than Mr. Lazarus.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try and talk to the guard up to see if he's willing to share anything.
Yeah. I'll charm him. Like,
Okay.
hey man, like, you had a lot of like cool shit in the back of your truck, dude. Like, that's pretty fucking boss, man. Like, what all was it, dude? Like, who you working for? Like, maybe I can get a gig.
Well, when you say that, that's actually maybe the in you get for rolling your charm test.
Yeah.
It's like, can you think of any job openings, man? Yeah, I'll be quitting very soon.
Look, I shouldn't say anything, but you guys did stop whatever the hell he was.
I think his name was like Frank, man.
Yeah, Mr. Hurst is going to be really angry with me.
Oh man, Mr. Hurst, man. Does he get like pissed a lot? Is he a good boss?
I mean, he's never like, he talks nice, but don't screw up, he'll never say anything unkind to you, but like, I'm sure he would love, like, if you guys are looking for work, he likes recruiting special people.
Oh shit, man. Like, I'm special.
Do you have a card or something? Maybe if I let him know, maybe if I could show that I recruited you, could I just say that I recruited you, and maybe that'll help keep me I could not lose my job.
Sure, man.
Do you have a card or anything?
I'll give him one of my cards. Of course I got cards. They're looking like, that bone white with gold filigree on it.
Does it say like the mysterious stranger, I am whoever you want me to be?
Does it just say, hey man? Just says that.
Just says, hey man.
It says,
Doesn't say
hey
a name
man,
or
like,
anything.
it's like,
Just
hey
hey,
man,
man.
you should call and shit, and like a phone number.
Okay. Yeah, no, okay. Thank you. Look, I don't know. It's some pretty high-tech stuff. It's nothing that special. It's basically like, I know that it's mining equipment. I know I was having it delivered up to Oregon. From there, I don't know. But Mr. Hearst, he's got the diamond revenue, he's got gold, silver, he's got stuff here in California, he's got the stuff that his grandpa set up around Deadwood.
Oh man.
Basically, the Hearst Diamond's the dude who's the bad guy in Deadwood.
Yeah.
He's the guy that
Okay.
propagated this whole diamond industry. So he's like, yeah,
I was going to ask, as a socialite, would I be familiar with?
probably. I would just give you that. Yeah, if
Okay.
you're a socialite, you know, instead of the Hearst family, it's the Hearst family. Yeah, you totally know them. They've got a monopoly on mining operations, diamonds, gold. They even have a lot of money into your various publications, like a lot of your newspapers and stuff like that. They are a pretty big deal.
Oh,
Could their
man.
tagline be "Diamonds are a ghoul's best friend"?
Son of a bitch.
Like, hey,
Son
man.
of a bitch, that's my line.
I think I might know him, man. Like, I got my 17 wife's wedding ring from that company.
17.
Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah, listen, I'm not a polygamist. Like, I didn't marry the 17th until the 16th died.
And now I'm getting creeped out.
Look, I don't know. I don't even know why somebody would try and steal. Like it's fancy mining equipment, but it's just mining equipment. Like you'd have to be pretty stupid to steal the diamond. It's like
I know,
they
man.
made it. Like it's not a real diamond even.
Oh shit, man! Like it's like cubic zirconium, man.
I don't know. I mean, it's apparently like a big deal in its own right, but it's not like I don't know why somebody would steal it. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know, man. He was trying to make that mining equipment like hising equipment. Did you get it? I'm sorry, man.
I do, man. Thanks for the card.
Yeah, man. That's pretty cool, man.
You're pretty cool. I might not lose my job thanks to this. I really appreciate it.
No problem, man. Like, I'm here to help, I think.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, remember, my name's Ryan. You tell him that Ryan sent you, right?
Sure thing. I'll shake his hand. Like, good to meet you, Randall.
Yeah. And then it's not until like 10 seconds later he's like, fuck. He's got your card. All right, so that's most of what you can gather from the scene. Yeah, if you for example, if you wanted to do a scene, Jen, where you try to analyze it, maybe under some better conditions, do you think you maybe have a lab of some sort of your own, or a place that you might try to go to? Don't forget, you have continuity tokens now, so you can every now and then interject.
Back at our secret lab.
Yeah, can I have a series of trash cans that I've have any of you guys seen the Mighty Boosh?
It's been a long time.
So there's an episode called The Crack Fox, and the Crack Fox has a pile of trash that's actually his lair. And what I want is that I want the pile of trash layer where it looks like just a heap of garbage, but you go in and I have a sitting room and
Bigger
a
on the
little
inside.
laboratory and a theater area where what?
As a fellow small mammal who's somewhat undead, would it be fair to say that I and my bat are welcome in there?
Yes, you two would be welcome in there.
Okay, good.
You can fit through the door. Yes, you're good.
All right.
So let's say we have it's a spinning trash can logo that spins up into the screen and then spins back, and it's like and we're back at the trash
No, it
can.
just spins up to the screen and then falls off.
The lid falls.
It cracks the screen a little bit and then falls down.
So we head back to the trash layer, and I sort of start looking through and trying to figure out what if this diamond isn't a real diamond, what is it? And do I think that maybe they're trying to do what they did here in Seattle? Are they trying to open up a crack in the earth and maybe steal more ghouls from where we're from?
Fair question.
And that gives me I have to beat an. Oh, okay. Yep. I
Okay.
beat that by 76.
Ding.
Yeah, you do. I mean, it is a man-made diamond, but this thing has had a lot of work put into it. It would be worthless for somebody to try and sell because it's not a real diamond, and there's lots of clear indicators on it. Like there's ways that you could examine it. You could see where it's been marked, like the property of the Hearst company, if you're the sort of person that knows how to look for that. So yeah, it's completely worthless for somebody to try and steal and pawn off. But yes, this thing would be an excellent funnel for energies. Whether it could be potentially somebody focusing a laser through it, it could be just a great mining tool, or you are an occult natured person, along with what your friend Mr. Karloff shared earlier. It could potentially be a very. It looks like it was purposed to be used as a mining tool. But yeah, with that train of mind, this thing could absolutely be the equivalent of like a really high caliber spell component.
Okay. I'm gonna tape some like old newspaper to it and rub some dirt on it so that it looks like something pointless and like a piece of trash.
Okay.
And I'll be like, we'll get to this later. And as long as nobody wants to take it with us anywhere, I'll store it in the trash layer.
I like the idea that you throw it on a pile of other innocuously fucking disguised things. It's like gold bullion that's just got like a leaf
big
glued
trash
to it.
heap of
Yeah.
valuables.
There's an Emmy in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Like that.
At some point, somebody sorts everything alphabetically, and you're like, "No, it was sorted by time."
That's
It's sorted
awesome.
by expiration date. Why?
So you kind of have an idea of what it's for, a couple ideas of how it could be used. You know who manufactured it. You know that whoever hired Frankie is obviously a pretty high-level spellcaster in their own right.
I mean, the mysterious stranger has a lead. Wait, I need to be doing my voice. Mysterious stranger, you have a lead. Why don't we
Yeah.
follow that lead?
Yeah, like, I don't know if I'd call it following, but like we could go there. Like, yeah, there's no one in front of us.
Maybe you could get a job. Wink, wink.
I
Now listen here,
guess.
see, I don't think any of us should be getting jobs. It's minding our own business that got us into this mess, so we should track it down and see what's... Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm a bat.
Yeah, man, like, I can look pretty normal and shit, man.
It's true.
I'll like, I don't know, turn into like a pilgrim or some shit, like. This is like what I wore to my first job, or was it my 8th? I don't know anymore, man.
So you're gonna go try and hire on at Hearst Industries?
Yeah, as a pilgrim.
It's wonderful.
Oh my.
I see no problem with this plan.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Okay. That's delightful. So you don't let anything on about who you actually are. You just come in as a pilgrim, trying to get a job.
I'll tell him Randall sent me.
Okay. So yeah, some dude from accounting gets a referral bonus.
I like that unintentionally you are saving Ryan's life. Like, because likely Ryan would get fired and or murdered if you attach this to him, but you are forgetting his name and saving his life. It's
Now
incredible.
Randall Finance has got to get a bonus and probably a slip dance.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
exactly. Meanwhile, it's cut to a guy in accounting who just gets thrown in a fucking wood chipper.
This is your third strike, Randall.
God, that's rough, man.
Accounting disposal go, Bert.
So yeah, man, whatever skill you
Randall's
want to
looking
like
success.
try and apply in there as you work your way into the company, go for it.
Sure. Go ahead.
I mean, probably almost any
Charm.
socials.
Yeah, I got 90 on charm, so
Go for it, man.
44, man. Like, hey, man, like, I've got good work ethic. Like, I know how to, like, fell trees, and, like, I knew, like, all sorts of people, man. Like, I can help you.
Well, we like the cut of your jib. How do you feel about... We can't pay moving expenses, But are you amenable to relocation when necessary?
Sure, man. I've moved around a lot. Hey, Adam. Thanks for that sub.
I've moved around a lot as he sits there in a goddamn pilgrim outfit.
Right. Okay, yeah, I think we could find a place for you. Obviously, you've got to start from the bottom level up.
Sure,
You
man.
know.
Do I get like bonus pay for like being like a polyglot?
A what?
I can speak a bunch of languages, man.
What kinds of languages can you speak?
I don't know. My dude's fucking immortal. He's been on the planet since like dinosaurs, so like all of them?
Yes. Yes, I think we can find a use for that.
Cool, man.
That's wonderful. So yeah, they basically if you want, you have the equivalent of like a job lined up to be a low-level dude at a mining operation.
Cool. I'm gonna call the secret trash base.
Uh-huh.
Be like, hey, Surge Inspector, like, they hired me. Now what?
Got a job.
Get a job.
I don't know why you keep
Now
putting
you
me
go
in
straight.
charge.
Now you go straight. You're not part of the group anymore. You're now off on your own, making your way in Hollywood.
I didn't want to do
They
that.
probably pay
man.
better than us, anyways.
They probably do.
I'm independently wealthy, man. Like, I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah. But you
Now
basically
we want to.
if nothing else, you have an alternate persona that if you want to, you can kind of tap into
Oh,
being an inside man in Hearst Industries.
sure. I would tell him my name is Ryan.
Told him your name.
They're gonna be like, we have a lot of Ryans here. You guys should all get together for lunch sometime.
That way we can eliminate you all at the same time.
He ends up inadvertently saving Ryan's job because now they don't know which Ryan to fire.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Or all the Ryans get killed at the same time.
Yeah,
Shippers.
Breaking Bad style. They're all taken out within 5 minutes.
That is awesome. Yeah,
It's gonna be a
so, I mean,
Ryan
you
cookout
guys,
where the Ryans get cooked.
I mean, honestly, like it's kind of you guys kind of in that weird thing where you have successfully stopped Frankie. He's on the loose wherever he is, but you have the diamond. It's kind of up to you what you want to do with it. Whether you want to chase Frankie down, or if you just kind of whether you keep the diamond or whether you turn it back. We're kind of in that weird, like nebulous, like whatever you guys want to do is fair game.
Yeah, I think I got the job so I could do reconnaissance to find out what the
Yeah.
fuck it was for.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know. While he's trying to get information on that side, maybe we could investigate the Frankie side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking
figure
of going to Slamtown and asking around about news for Frankie's family or something.
Yeah, given the fact that you passed your knowledge check about him earlier, that's a pretty fair guess that Slamtown might be where he hangs out. You could probably hit up a few joints and ask around about him.
Perhaps
I'll
we
do
can
that.
slide into Skankles and get the low down and dirty.
Give me some hot dogs, man.
Is Skankles in Slamtown?
Why
I feel like
wouldn't
it'd
it
have
be?
to be.
Why wouldn't it be?
Oh my god, it's a chain, okay? There's one everywhere, okay?
It's
Oh
like
my God.
Starbucks.
It's the
it's
Skankles with the leaky ceiling, isn't it?
What we
Oh.
find out is that mysterious stranger's wealth is actually because he owns a successful
Owns
chain of
Skankles.
Skankles.
Yes.
Maybe that's it.
Yes.
Maybe that's
He owns
it.
them in another state. Things are a lot better.
Yeah.
This is the one where the hot dog water is actually from the leaky ceiling.
Uh,
Oh my God.
It's well
I am
filtered,
extremely
man.
put off by that comment. I'm extremely put off by that.
Probably cleaner than the water that comes out of the tap.
I'm more
Actually,
bothered by that than you guys saying the hot
Raccoon's
dog was
super into
fuzzy.
Surge Inspector is super into it. Might not perform surgery in Skankles, but will absolutely eat in there every day of the week.
So yeah, we cut from, the mysterious stranger just having an interview at this very luxurious office, like everything's really nice and brightly lit, kind of Mad Men style, like drinking table with a million different types of alcohol.
We're going
And then
polar
we
opposite.
cut to like the horribly flittering lights and leaky ceiling of Skankles and Slamtown.
I assume the floor is crumbling and
It's ugly. It's bad.
I think this place is great. Look at all the trash on the floor. It's fantastic.
Yeah. You see some like weird like kind of Medusa looking type lady kind of come over like
And
her
I probably
shift.
know her too because she probably works in the carnival. She just got like literal like crappy
Yeah.
shit coming out of her hair. Yeah,
She's
I
tired.
thought
She's
you were going to say
taking
it's
off her
because you were a
shoes.
regular.
Nice.
and
I
probably
want to try and cast
I'm a big
illusions.
fan of
so
hot
I can
dogs.
make this place look more appealing for a little while.
Okay, go for it.
Oh no!
There is no making Skinkles look better.
There's no making Skankles
There
better.
is
I
not a
missed
magic
by
spell
one.
powerful.
I missed by one.
because it looks perfect already. What's wrong with you? There's nothing you can do to make this place better. Look at it. I'm like at home here.
The stains, they're so perfectly in place that when you leave some of your own, no one notices.
It's true. It's
You
true.
just barely managed to make it look good, then all of a sudden a drop from the ceiling hits you right in the top of the head, and you're like, you know what, never mind.
I see that
I just-
happen. I said,
Good. Nope.
good. You're good. Nope.
Okay. Surgeon Spectre starts like you don't know where Surgeon Spectre went, and then like you look over and you see like my head turn really quickly and like the light glints off my eyes and all you see are like the eyes and I'm like lapping like hot dog water up off the ground.
Oh god, it's
Oh, yeah.
not hot dog water.
I
It's
walk
not.
past as you do that and I say, they don't call it Stankles for no reason.
Oh,
I just order my usual. I just like usual. Thanks.
yeah. When you say usual, the
I'm a
Medusa
bad.
lady basically picks up 3 hot dogs and like just takes a butter knife and scrapes a layer of film off of them.
Yeah. I like it. I like the fuzz on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuzz on the side, just the way you like it, Link.
Yeah. You
And
know
then a
me.
wink after that.
Oh. Not that I have a tie, but
All the snakes wink at you at once.
He's a regular. Let's not lie. We know that Missing Link is a regular here. But yeah.
As
So-
you say that, my bat walks through the background. A couple people are like, "Yo, bat!" And he's like, "Bat."
Wonderful. So Jake, what route or what style of trying to get information out of folks do you think you would go with?
I would see if Frankie's been trying to get a few more alcoholic beverages than usual at cheap dives and restaurants.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, ask around. Whatever style of social skill you feel you've got that you want to toss in there, go for it. Because when you bring up Frankie's name, you kind of see some people kind of do the whole like, there's like, you see it on their face. It's the whole like, if they talk about Big Frankie, you know, they're not necessarily a superhero team the way you guys are. Most people are probably scared of him. Obviously, you guys aren't, but like your average person at a bar is like,
I kind of
I try to pass myself off as like I don't know, an attorney maybe, or not an attorney.
okay.
A well-meaning caretaker of some sort.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
while if I may interject while this is going on, I just want to use watch for trouble and keep an eye out for somebody who might see us asking questions and maybe peel out. That.
Absolutely. That's totally viable. So yeah, which skill do you think you would go with? I forget what all you've
It's
got
watch
you.
for trouble,
Okay.
and it's a 90% for me. So
Okay. Yeah, there are lots of rough people in this bar, but you do see a table that as these questions start coming up, you see 2 or 3 people that are actively paying attention to you now.
yeah, that's kind of what I look out for. So who's watching? For
They
us?
maybe also all have like kind of ridiculous poofed up hair.
I might
You
kind of
recognize the pompadours.
I might kind of
Ooh.
nudge and try to covertly point out to people, and as
It may be the dreaded pompadours.
could be the Pompadours.
It could be.
Well, if he notices the pompadours, I think that would be my preferred method of interacting with people.
Okay.
Straight to him.
Yep. I'm gonna try to charm them by
Asphyxiation.
Are you
yeah,
still doing kind of
Ooh.
like the
Charm the
attorney
shit out of 'em.
persona? Or
No, in this case, I'm gonna. Actually, I think I'll create a disguise.
okay.
I'm gonna try to make myself look a bit like a Frankenstein's monster sort of deal.
Okay.
Like draw stitches on my face, maybe have one of my eyes pop out or something like that.
Nice.
You
Okay.
can
Try
go
to-
with
Try to
hot
look
dog
weird.
washroom.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna try to approach them and see about my cousin Frankie, and I heard he ain't been doing too good, and
I'll be
maybe
back.
if they've seen him around.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
I like it.
Oop. Click the thing instead of rolling. There we go. 21. There we go.
They all like your cousin?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Oh God, what's the name of the suburbs area? The rich side of town.
Taco Bell.
No, we had a name for it. Oh, Quirky Corners. That's right.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that. Yeah. It's good you showed up, man. Frankie's been in a bad way. You know, what with the divorce and losing the kid and everything. He's
Oh
just
God, I feel so
man.
bad for Frank.
I figure I'm just gonna go all in on
Oh,
ruining
jeez.
Frankie's life. Man, he's been having a hard time. She got herself some sort of demon lawyer. She's gonna take the kid to another dimension. He's not gonna see him. I mean, it's been the worst, you know?
And I understand, the pride of Frankenstein is real, real big. And when they just take your dignity away, I get it, right, Bat?
The
I'm a
pride of
bat.
Frankenstein. I'm a bat. Yeah, it's we ain't seen him in a little bit. He's been a little closed off, you know. We're glad you're here, though. He needs somebody. He needs family.
You say he hired a nice high price, or no, his soon-to-be ex, I guess. The missus hired a nice price demon lawyer.
Yeah.
Do you know what law firm that lawyer works for? Maybe I could hit something up with my lawyer. Maybe get Frankie back in the fight, get him to feel a bit like his old self, you know?
I don't really know. It's actually somebody back in the chasm. Like, it's not from here.
Jeez. Well,
Sorry, I don't know too much. Like, only what he's let slip while he was, eating on some spark plugs.
well, anything you could give me would really help me out, man. I'm just trying to find him and make sure he's all right.
Yeah, man. He's been laying low. I'll let you know where he's been crashing. He said don't tell anybody, but your family, he needs somebody. I'll let you know where he's been hanging out.
Thanks a bunch, man. I really
Just,
appreciate it.
don't tell him we told you. Just, your own ingenuity, right?
I've been down and out before. I'm sure I could cross paths with him wherever and make it look fine.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't, I'm from the corners, right? I wouldn't hang out with any riffraff like you guys, am I right?
I guess, we're not all big fancy movie stars, but hey, he knows how to actually slum it and have a good time. Not everyone, who used to have a picture deal is a total prick, but maybe you still are a little bit. We don't know, but your family, so whatever.
Well, I appreciate it at any rate. I won't let him know that I spoke to you.
Yeah, that's good. So, yeah, you basically get the idea for where one of his flop houses is that he goes to lay low is.
All right. Well, then I'll make plans in the future for going to visit him at said flop house.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, honestly, so I'll be candid. Basically, we're in a situation where you guys beat that situation so thoroughly that like the like there's not going to be any more fighting this session per se unless you guys pick a fight. So it's kind of up to you what you want to do with what you have. Like, do you guys? I'm also saying this because we're approaching midnight. I don't know how late folks want to go.
Is it a trip to Spankles if there isn't a fist fight at some point? Like, really?
Do we come back to Skankles?
Oh yeah. I mean, at some point, maybe like I assume the Pompadours just pick a fist fight with somebody else. Like talking about Frankie made them get kind of sad, so they channel all that energy into picking a fight with the next dude that comes in. You guys are all leaving Skankles.
We don't have to have a fight. I'm just saying, like.
I mean, maybe we just go hang out at Skankles, and that's actually our hangout place.
Oh no!
They giving Medusa any trouble?
What was that? Who's giving who trouble?
Are they giving Medusa any trouble? Because if they're giving Medusa any trouble, then I need to give them the old one too. I don't know what's happening with my voice. It's just all over the place.
Mine has been so inconsistent this session too. I don't know.
I think I can do this one consistently, but
maybe they do.
So it's weird.
If they did give her some grief and they start yelling, "Hey, woman, bring us more dogs," they're being a little disrespectful about it.
If you're gonna yell at her about more dogs, maybe you got to worry about some cats, right, buddy? I say to you, Jeff, as you.
And I'll turn into a cat.
Excuse me. This creature normative speech toward Medusa is making me super uncomfortable. Calling her a woman whenever she is obviously a mythical goddess. Like, my God, show some respect.
Oh man, creature normative.
Wow.
So, without even needing to roll, if everybody wants to describe what amazing thing you do to trounce these people, what would you want to do to them?
Because over table.
Okay.
Portal under the hot dog bin. The whole thing just dumps on them.
Ooh. You do that.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna necromance one creature and summon another. So
The hot dogs.
I necromance a bat and I summon a dog and they jump on them and start like attacking them because they're covered in hot dogs.
Nice.
So, God, I don't know what to do. I should. Never mind.
Do it.
Do
Come
it.
on.
No.
Do it. Do it.
Is this a gentleman's club, like a strip club type thing? Is that where we're at, or is it just?
I imagine all the serving gals wear very provocative socks.
I'm just gonna use my illusionary abilities to put, their mothers in various dance poses. And, how you like that, huh? Yeah, it's not so easy to denigrate the women who work here when they look like your mother. Just saying.
That spell is called Sons of Bitches.
Those sons of bitches.
You cast Sons of Bitches. It was super effective.
Yes.
As they all are like all the horrible hot dog juices getting dripped down on them. These weird rabid creatures are like, some of them are eating hot dogs, some of them are nibbling them. They're worried about whether or not they're going to get rabies. They're not sure to be more scared of the rabies or the infection from the hot dog water.
While that's happening, Catastrophe is just going to munch on a hot dog, and the bat is going to look at the spectral bat that Surgeon Spectre summoned and go, "That's a bat." And that's it. That's all my two characters do.
Nice.
That's wonderful.
That's awesome. Yeah, you guys easily like both morally and physically break them completely. I'm curious, kind of for like stepping into metagame a little bit. Do you guys think that you would plan to return the diamond, or do you think you're going to keep that? Because they don't know that you have it. It may come up at some later time, but it's like above board. Do you guys think that you would keep that diamond for yourself, or do you think you return it?
Until we understand its intent, at least, maybe we'll hold on to it.
Okay. So for
Since
the
we
moment,
are nominally evil, we could just keep it and then maybe make use of it in the future.
Yeah.
The diamond is forever.
Powers.
Yeah.
They are forever. That's correct. And the thing is, too, this corporation, this diamond, the Hearst Corporation, is probably evil, too. At which point, is keeping the evil diamond, the blood diamond from an evil corporation, really evil at the end of the day? Maybe not. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we're setting back some sort of less than savory plan, but don't know enough to say for sure.
At the very least, we've slowed down their mining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty fair. Whenever you were at the Hearst company, you get very much the feeling that this is a company of science, not magic. So it's probably unlikely that the Hearst company is the one that did the weird teleport spell scroll. So you probably have an evil corporation and also some weird evil wizard of some sort out there.
Magical entity as
Yeah.
well.
So yeah, I'll make note that we're holding on to the diamond. You did successfully conceal it. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on there. At least for a period of time, there's not an immediate reason for anybody to suspect you having it. The other question I would ask, kind of like overall, if you know where Frankie's Flophouse is, do you think you would go to try and find him that night, or do you think you might wait a spell?
Mm,
He might still be recovering tonight, so we could probably get him while he's nursing wounds.
That's true.
yeah, it might be safer for us to talk to him sooner than later.
That's fair.
Yeah, if he's bedded up, we should get him while he's caught.
God damn.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Either he's gonna be there in a weakened state so we can deal with him, or he won't be there at all, which will give us a chance to ransack the place.
That's true.
Either
And
way, we
then-
come out on
And
top.
then get caught ourselves.
Well, so there's good news, bad news. The good news is if you go there that night, because you're like, okay, he got beaten up pretty bad during all that. So you go there. Because you go there right away, you do find him. You find most of him. You find him in a state where, like, the spark plug things have been ripped out. Several parts of his body have been ripped apart and torn away. And he is a jigsaw puzzle with a couple pieces gone on the floor.
Mm.
Whoever he failed apparently was
punished.
very unhappy with him. And he's in the course of, like, you can see the little sparks of energy. The skin's kind of going from green to gray. And if you guys hadn't have come here when you did, he would have died. And as it is, he's dying right now as you get there.
I will definitely look to Surgeon Spectre and say, "Can you bring him
Yeah.
back?"
I'll heal him.
Yeah, you could use either your medical skill or you have necromancy. Basically, I would let you roll whatever you feel is.
I'll do my medical just because it's
Yeah.
90 and my necromancy is 80. Okay, I pass.
You passed. You're able to, like, stitch him together and maintain, like, the weird patchwork that he has. He would need a very significant amount of electrical energy course through him to kind of jumpstart him, more
Maybe we
than
can
like what you
find a-
typically have at hand.
I can strip a lamp wire.
Not necessary. I'm gonna channel an electrical eel
I knew it.
and just
There we
wrap
go.
around him and just go. And that's what's gonna look like. But
That's
it's gonna
some
work.
even keeled thinking.
That's
I
wonderful.
got this.
It's just gonna be you with a whole bunch of wires coming out of different outlets, just rubbing them on him.
Yeah, just rub yourself all over him, Jeff. Roll for that rubbing.
Okay, so let me roll to rub. That's a pass.
Nice.
Okay. You do and you do. It's a little awkward.
I'm gonna
He-
look him right in the eye while I'm doing it. You remember me, son of a bitch? You
He-
remember me?
He does, and when he wakes up, if he wasn't so weak, he would try to headbutt you. You see him actually, like, he tries to reach his head back to headbutt you, and then, like, some stitching comes loose and kind of like the head. God damn it. And he just, like, slings his head at you a little bit. And
And like my head will, because I'm an eel, so my
right.
head will be very, fluid. So I'll just float it back a bit and then to the side a bit.
Well, not dead. Yay.
It.
Who did this to you, Frankie?
I don't know. There's like this shadow got bigger, kind of like your thing, like your dad's thing a little bit. Shadow portal opens up, whole bunch of things that you can kind of see but not really see. some, kind of like that asshole over there. They do the whole like talking in here sort of thing.
Am I there
And,
or am I still at work?
Oh yeah, you might not even be there.
Yeah.
They do the whole like in the brain thing. Oh no, I read the scroll, didn't have the diamond, and basically, I guess me reading the thing triggered me coming here and triggered them showing up too to get the diamond I was supposed to have. Didn't have it, and sometimes you ask yourself like it could, you say to yourself it couldn't get any worse. Like this day has already been the worst it could be, right? And then a bunch of like shadow demons pop out and literally like rip you into pieces and rip the electric cord out of you and leave you to die. So yeah.
Would you say that all went according to plan then?
Look, I'm gonna say I'm real grateful I'm not dead right now, but from the bottom of my heart, I kind of hate all of you.
That's fair. That's fair.
So,
I just saved your life. I feel like that's kind of rude, actually.
Yeah, well, fuck you two. Go get a beer. Like,
Have you considered returning to the homeland, going back to where we came from, where we all belong?
Nah, too many memories there.
who set up that scroll for you and set you up for a big fall afterwards?
I got a couple weird letters that like showed up in my mailbox. I don't really know who it was. At one point they gave me a Tesla coil. That gave me a nice little jolt. Felt good. Letter told me that hey, I go to the bridge today around noon. Go get the diamond out of there. And I don't know. There was promises made that if I did that, they could help find my family, So I figure, fuck it. Why not?
I mean, everybody, his motivations are better than I thought they was. Like, that's not bad. I get it. Family,
So, yeah, like, I'm sorry about the bridge and everything, but is this the part where, like, you put me in jail and, like, I'll be a good boy and not break out for a couple of weeks or something?
No, this is more a deal like what happened on the bridge is an excellent marketing strategy. You see, I have a friend, a normie friend, who taught me the arts. And he's been wanting to get into the movie industry lately. And I've got a movie project lined up for him that I think might just get his career started. And I think might put you back on the map, especially now that your name is on everyone's lips.
Okay, so this is like your guy's aspiration. Like you kind of want to help out your training guy get his own movie up.
Yep.
All right. Look, I'm glad I'm not dead. I am. But like, I'm out of that gig. That place is toxic.
It's an independent sort of deal. He's going to be running it because the big time studios won't touch it.
Look, that place is poison. At this point, my name's basically poison too. I don't want to do it, and you don't honestly want my name on it with your friends. I don't know this is a good idea.
Well, I'm just putting the idea out there. You kick it around a bit. Maybe we'll meet at Spankles at some time. Talk it over, huh?
All right. Try and make whatever skill you would like to use for a persuasion check.
This would be a charm someone.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend a hero point to go ahead and make this a heroic effort to increase my success on that by 10.
Okay.
Meaning no matter what I roll.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. You said it's independent.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Is this this the same guy that used to throw hands with your pops?
The same one.
I know that guy. I can't make his name out. he's one of the only dudes that ever put me down, like in a legitimate fight.
Yeah, Sensei
I know
Jackson's
that guy.
a bad dude.
He's trying to get into something.
Yeah.
I mean, he is good people.
And we could also use a few extras from Slam Town, so maybe if you and your friends want to spread the word about this little project, I would appreciate that.
I mean, we'll talk about it.
All right.
I got some boys that look out for me. I look out for them.
Sounds like a plan, then. I'll meet you back in a couple weeks.
All right, so we kind of close this issue with you somehow taking the villain from the first scene and recruiting him to be star power for your friend's independent martial arts movie. Because why not?
Yeah.
You guys have some crazy powers. It's hard to account for what you guys will do. It's great.
The power of sheer bullshit.
It's wonderful.
Bullshit.
That's one I practice a lot in life, so I feel like if my character had it, I'd know where to go with it, you know?
There you go.
Yeah. No, I love it. Yeah, I think that feels like a good closing spot to me, unless anybody else has something else that they want to kind of toss in. We've got some new inroads laid down. You guys laid a lot of smackdown.
I'll just throw it out there for my new day job. My intention is to just use my shape-shifting to become Mr. Hurst or whatever his name is.
You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like much like other people are going to have their personal interludes. That might be an aspiration for you. You might just try to...
Oh, I'm not trying to do this a long term. I'm just doing it right now to get plans on the diamond thing. I'm going to go to the highest executive as his boss, be like, give me all your documents on this, and I'm just going to fuck right off and go back to the hangout with it.
Boss him a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Like I think we can definitely do that as like a little side thing, kind of see what you can get on that. Because yeah, they're their own whole entity, and yeah, I'm sure there'll be nothing but good times to come of that.
There you go.
That's awesome. So yeah, does say what? Let's flip flop it. Jeff, you big lovable bear, you. What do you want to toss in and plug for us before we close out?
Oh, we're doing closing plugs? Okay.
I think so.
Sure. So twitch.tv/lollygaggers. It's my home channel. On Friday this week at 8 Central, we're playing Mutineers Zero a little bit before the Defenders play their game. So you can come check that out. Every other Monday, we play Alien. But this coming Monday, we'll be on Free League Publishing Twitch channel playing Vesson. And then tomorrow night, we are on twitch.tv/Zweihander RPG with Jen and Frienden as we continue our Zweihander game over there. Yeah, that's about it.
Cool. And Chuck, what fancy things do the Kobolds have in mind?
So Friday, we'll be back for some more of our 5th edition Evil campaign. So here, 9 p.m. Saturday, is it Free League this Saturday? Yeah, so Saturday, 1 p.m. Central, we'll be playing Forbidden Lands on Free League. This coming Sunday, Jeff, friend, and I will be playing some Shadowrun. Is it that? Yeah, that's this Sunday.
It should be this Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I'll be playing some Vesson with Jeff on Jeremy on Monday.
Yeah.
That's what we got. Buy our zine. Dan dies in the end.
It's awesome. All right.
I'd like to plug the Discord.
Oh, yeah, we do have a Discord. You can scroll down a little bit and hit the link, and we can talk about stuff there. We got a little lollygagger section, so if you want to talk to lollygaggers, you can do it there.
There's a gagging corner, so you can just come.
There's a gagging corner.
Just gag along.
Yeah, we need
You do have to sign a gag order, though.
Yeah, there is a gag order. That's true.
Yeah. And yet, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
No?
We'll start throwing out ideas for the new after show, the gag reflex over on the Gagger show.
Oh my god, I can't wait to check my gag reflex.
Oh my god,
That'll be the
Jeremy.
tagline. Come test your gag reflex.
Yeah.
The first guest being a sword swallower was just a stroke of genius.
And then we got to cancel.
Free
Sorry,
hot dogs
folks.
from
We have no
Skankles.
gag reflex this week.
Well, Jen, do you want to save us from talking about all this gagging? Is there anything you want to toss out there for us?
I don't know. I don't know what. Yes, I want to save us, but with
Okay.
what I don't know.
Sensibility and
We're-
kindness.
We're in the process of we're almost content locked on Dan Dies in the End Volume 2, hoping to get some content out by end of month. I think Friend and I were side piece talking about like how we're going to make some Halloween content that we release.
Ooh.
Don't make that face, Jeff. We were talking
It's
about
just
how
a
we're going to make
weird
some
choice of words. That's all.
I don't know how to describe it. It's the side
look,
piece of the zine. There's the
we
zine and there's
respect
the
your
zine
side
side
piece.
piece.
Side
Side
project is
project,
probably what I would have
yeah,
gone with.
that's
but
the-
side
Sure.
piece works
There's
too.
a nice side piece. It's
It's a
okay.
nice
We don't
side
judge.
piece
Be
of the
the tater
project.
salad of
Don't
the zine.
feel bad. That's how I refer to Friended too.
Yeah,
The side piece.
that's how we all refer to Friended.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So whether we manage to get stuff out by end of month for Dan Dies in the End Volume 2, which we hope to, we will likely put something out in terms of Halloween content so that we can hit the season right in
Awesome.
its pumpkins.
We had a couple ideas for some small little Halloween thing, which was Jen's idea that we can kind of make out as a little supplement, as a side piece.
What it costs to put an ad in for Viva La Dungeon in the zine? I
don't
don't know. Have you purchased a copy of Dan Dies in the End already? Because then I think you've paid the entry
Yeah.
fee.
I think-
Like,
Yeah. It's
you pay
called
the
show
entry
up.
fee.
It's called show up for one of the Zoom meetings and hang out for 10
That's
minutes, and it's in
basically
there.
it.
Basically,
Yeah.
basically it.
It's a fun idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Dan, Jake, what beautiful stuff do you guys have in mind for us? Anything you want to share?
I don't know. I have much more than what's already been said.
Okay, so we just need to make sure you die sometime soon. I feel bad. Like I don't have it in me to kill you, but we need to do it. Like
I know.
He's been saving the day. What the
yeah,
hell is
I don't
this?
get it. Makes no
It's
sense.
been awkward. I've been surviving a lot of games recently.
I
Wait a
really,
minute.
really want to kill you on Monday in Vesson. I feel like it's
He's
time.
Vesson?
knockoff.
I think
He's
you're going
not
down.
even Dan.
Oh my god, it's not even the real Dan. You bastard.
That's why
What a
knockoffs are going
twist.
so well. Not even Dan.
All right. Well, I had a ton of fun having no clue how to wrangle you rowdy bastards, but I really, really loved it. And thank you to everybody who sat with us through all of this. We'll see you in a couple more weeks. Till then, be spectacular to each other. Keep on gaming. Love you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for running, Jeremy.
Yay.
Keep waving. There it is.